as that parade was outstanding here today. And now we're ending it with a football game tonight between Atlantic and Knoxville. And not only this homecoming, but it's the start of district play. This is District 6 in Class 3A. Atlantic comes out in their gold jerseys tonight. Black helmets and black pants. Our broadcast is brought to you by Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll. First Whitney Bank. They're the only bank you'll ever need. First Whitney Bank. Body Basic. Call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics. And the Seed Pros. Buy your sign to maximize yield. From the word go, your Pioneer Pros, John Becker, Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, and Annette Knutson. And Second Street Auto, your transmission pros, Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors. Outfitters Plus Outlet Store, your home for personalized sports apparel in Atlantic. And the Super Bowl. Grab the gang and head to the Super Bowl for Glow Bowling every Friday and a Saturday night. Swita's safe and they're reliable. Swita for all your transportation needs. And Stein Seed, they have yield. Contact Darren Petty, your local Stein representative. Stein has yield. Hy-Vee, bakery, deli, grocery, meat department, and pharmacy, always there for you, your Atlantic Hy-Vee. Atlantic Ag and Auto, your locally owned full-line CarQuest retail store in Atlantic. And Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, a hometown bank for hometown people, a member FDIC. And Greg Young, automotive group in Atlantic. They go the extra mile for you. Olson's BP, great food, Godfather's Pizza, and quality BP fuel to keep you going company. Olson's BP in Atlantic. And Aaron Friend, the Principal of Securities. Aaron Friend, the Principal of Securities, now located inside Schneider and Associates in Atlantic. Our live stream, and Cody Weaver behind the camera in charge of that. That's brought to you by Nishtanet. It's powered by Nishtanet. And our audio stream brought to you by Greg Young Automotive Group in Atlantic. They go the extra mile. Believe me, I've got a vehicle for them, and they go the extra mile.
Yes, they do. I have one, too.
Yeah, we've experienced that from them. They do a fantastic job in the community. Again, Greg Young Automotive Group in Atlantic, where they go the extra mile. Knoxville out as well with their skilled players in their white uniforms and black hats. Both these schools, black and gold colors. As we get started for this tonight. Another warm night for high school football, and Perry Fief Trojans coming off a loss. They stubbed their toe last week against Winterset. They're 4-1, and Knoxville comes in at 3-1. They lost their opener to Boone, and then they defeated Clark, South Tama, and Des Moines Hoover last week. So we're looking for the running game maybe to ramp up a little bit here tonight.
Most definitely, but I think I know everybody said, no, you don't want to lose a single game, but I think that might have woke up the Trojans. You know, they were going into a game. They should have won it, but maybe it just woke them up a little bit and seen some of the things they need to kind of start working on a little more. And I think it was a good thing for them, as much as we like to see them being 5-0, of course, but hopefully that helped them out a little bit.
Well, they started off with a nice drive.
Yeah.
They chewed up 6 minutes off the clock, just couldn't finish the drive. The defense came to play. They stopped the Huskies on a 3-and-out, but it just a couple of pass plays did them in. And that's what we're going to see tonight from Knoxville. You've got a team that likes to run the football in Atlantic, and you've got a team that likes to throw the ball in Knoxville.
So it's going to be a good game.
It's going to be a good game. We're going to see the ball fly. And they've got a good quarterback. Mr. Woolsey is their quarterback, and he's got a plethora of receivers out there as well. Kevin Ferguson down on the sideline tonight with his new rig. Kevin.
My new rig. Yeah, we're feeling good down here, Tommy. It's a beautiful night to be at the Trojan Bowl. Voted one of the most beautiful places in Iowa to watch a football game, and I've always known that. But that's pretty cool.
Yes, it is.
It is. Des Moines Register, and we talked about it last week as well, that they ranked the Trojan. They had, the top 10, and Trojan Bowl was in the top 10 places to watch a football game. Well, Kevin, talk about last week compared to what needs to be done this week, and really the road to the playoffs start tonight.
Well, yeah, the road does start tonight, and they've been preparing for it each week. Tom, my analogy for the week is going to be, it's another week. But the way you got to look at it is, even though the Bears got new socks and new shoes, he's still got bare feet.
I mean, you got to have a special book to get some of this stuff.
And
that's pretty good.
Basically, what I'm saying is, new opponent, new look, and, prep and do what you do.
I like that. Last week it was same snake, old skin. What was it?
Same snake,
new skin.
New skin.
New skin. Yeah, that's a
good one too.
Right,
I want that book.
You started something, Ferg, because we'll need a new one from you next week as well. We go to Crescent.
Oh, man, I might have to read now.
We waiting for the arrival of Atlantic Activities Director, Mr. Andy Mitchell. We don't see him just yet. We'll take a time out here and see if we can run him down. This is the pregame show on 95.7 FM and our live video stream at westerniowatoday.com TV on YouTube.
Get ready for a fresh start at Greg Young Atlantic. Our Greg Young Fresh Start program helps you hit the road with confidence, overcome credit challenges with personalized financing, and a wide selection of great vehicles. Visit us today to find your brand new Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram. Or check out our huge pre-owned selection at GregYoungAtlantic.com and GregYoungCDJRAtlantic.com. And to apply. Don't miss out on this incredible offer. Here at Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
At Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We've been dedicated to our communities for over 35 years. From real estate and ag loans to personal and commercial banking, we offer a full range of financial services tailored to meet your needs. We believe in giving back and being involved in the communities we serve. Stop into one of our 12 convenient locations or visit us at rollinghillsbank.com.
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Once you're back at the shop, we talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
Welcome back to the pregame here on 95.7 FM and our live video stream, westernouttoday.com. Mr. Andy Mitchell joining us, Atlantic Activities Director. You know, we've got to talk to you so many times. You know how to engineer the board here.
I'm starting to get the hang of that board there, Tom.
Well, I tell you, I want to start with the ceremony today, the parade, and you can fill us in on all week, but it was just a fantastic day today.
It actually has been a great homecoming week, and you love the spirit of homecoming. You always worry kids are going to take it too far, and they didn't. The dress-up participations this week were as high as we've ever had them, and they had some great looks. So I was really, really happy to see that.
You were a kid in the 70s. I was in high school. I like that 70s theme, I'll tell you that.
I like some of the music they've been playing, I tell you that much. They played some groove stuff right in my era. I was digging that.
Well, congrats to all those in the homecoming court, to King and Queens. And, of course, Luke O'Meara was named the King, and Emma Winford was named the Queen here today. Well, what a volleyball game last night, huh? Oof.
Yeah, I thought that third set was the key. When we lost 28-26.
Yes.
We just, you could see at that time we were struggling to get groove. We struggled a little bit in the first match, and we had great groove the second. We dominated. Struggled in the third match to get some good grooves going, good runs. And they're able to pull it out. We could just never get that run. The fourth match, we had the run again, and we handled them fairly easily. And then when we were let them in close, that's when we struggled. Our girls are right there. They are on the verge. I still think it comes down to confidence. It has nothing to do with talent. They just got to start believing in themselves, and then believe in each other. And they've got the talent to do it. And when they do, they handle things. They just got to keep striving.
I thought Zoe Kirchhoff had a really good night just setting, and then you had the likes of Jillian Satoff of the net, and of course Peyton Harder, who leads the team in kills, had a number of blocks. They ran some good quick sets last night, and J.C. Reed had some hits. Olivia Olson, they on and on. It just like you said, just couldn't quite get over the hump.
Just in the three odd matches that we just couldn't get that groove where we pulled that. Once we pulled 5-6 ahead, we were fine. Those in matches 1, 3, and 5, we couldn't get to that point.
Yeah, the swimmers, Marshalltown here a week ago last Saturday, and they weren't large in numbers, but they hung right in there.
Yeah, we've got some 5-6 girls right now, and I think a lot of them set PRs up in Marshalltown the other day. There's some talent there. They're going to Valley tomorrow. I'm sure they're going to love that in the morning of homecoming, but that's what happens when you're out for sports. There's sometimes conflicts. You can't, you can't change those all the time, and so they'll get up and they'll swim their best tomorrow and be able to get to the dance tomorrow night. But looking forward to seeing that. And hopefully it gets some excitement so we get a few more girls out next year, because we desperately need some more.
Flying Sharks were in the parade today, and there's a number of those youngsters, too, that'll be future swimmers. Cross-country team went to Newton, and girls fared pretty well. Boys still kind of working on it.
Right. Let's start with the boys. The coach wasn't upset. We finished 8th, and we ran well. There's some unbelievable teams there. But they're getting better and better. And the girls finished 4th, I believe.
Yeah.
Against some really good competition. I know the people at Newton asked Coach Ferguson at the meet, why do you guys come over here when Creston has a meet, and I want to say Van Meter or somebody else has a meet that same night? Why do you drive all the way to Newton? He goes, because we don't want to see those teams all the time.
Yeah.
It's just to get over there and see somebody new. So that's the great advantage of going over there. And tomorrow we get up early and head over to Harlan. That'll be a good meet for us, good test to see where we're really at. And not only we see a lot of conference teams, but good chance we'll see some teams that we're going to see in districts as well. That's where districts are going to be.
They'll be in Harlan.
Most likely we will be there. We don't know yet, but most likely we'll end up Harlan. So it's good to get on that course.
It really is. They'll get, and many of those runners are used to that course, but some aren't.
Right.
Some are this team. Anything else to add tonight? Huh?
Last week football we were up. People were thinking, we're going to come in, we're 4-0, we're going to be Winterset. Winterset's a good football team.
They really are.
They're a really good football team. And I think, our kids may have got a little bit of a wake-up call. Hopefully now they use that as all right, now we know what we got to do week in and week out. Can't take that week off. Not that we took last week off, but, last Friday, that night, Winterset was definitely better than us. And so hopefully, I heard Perry saying earlier that this could serve losses aren't bad.
No.
Going undefeated is very, very, very difficult in high school football, at any level of football. So we can live with that loss as long as we are learning from that loss. And, we got to come out very physical tonight. Knoxville is not a huge team, but they are a skilled team. They got a quarterback that throws a real nice ball. And I know Higginbottom is probably their number one receiver, but they've got more than just him out there. And so our DBs are going to be a challenge. But like we've said over and over, Tom, it comes down to the front line.
Yep.
Who wins the offensive line? If we get pressure on that quarterback, it makes it very difficult to complete some of those passes.
It'll be a great night for football. And I know you mentioned a little warm yet, but...
Yeah, I know. Mother Nature doesn't care what I think. Unfortunately, I'm warm-blooded to the core. I want nice and cool air, and it will be cool by the end of the game.
It will be.
But as Coach Brummer did point out, and he's 100% right, they have a lot of kids going both ways.
Yep.
So that heat plays into our advantage with us being almost a complete 2-platoon system. So hopefully that comes to fruition tonight.
Andy, thank you, guys.
Thanks, Tom.
Always
Appreciate it.
you taking the time with us.
Yep.
I know you're a busy guy here Friday nights, but always stops by and gets us his insights and gets us up to date on activities as well. Well, coming up, we're going to have our senior spotlight brought to you by Myron Gross. The strength of teamwork, the reputation for results, and then we'll get to Perry's keys to the game. Also, after that, we'll have the coaches show. That's brought to you by Partners Insurance, your partner through it all. Myron Gross brings us our senior spotlight. It is Joaquin Wells. He's the lone senior we'll talk to tonight. Very interesting young man, a senior linebacker. He wears number 43. You'll see on our live stream here throughout the night, and he's had a great season. And we'll talk to Joaquin in our senior spotlight by Myron Gross Real Estate coming up next.
First Winnie Bank is the longest-standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Winnie Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service, in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. $2.50 each way, or $2 for seniors 60 years and older. Just call 1-800-842-8065 or visit SWITA.com to schedule your ride.
Are you great with paperwork and have a grasp of real estate code and law? Does your schedule allow you to show a home at almost any time? Do you have a list of clients who are looking for a home? How about first-hand knowledge of properties in the market? No? Well, you're in luck because a realtor does. This is Melissa Enan with Meyer & Gross Real Estate, and having a realtor takes care of all those things and much more. It's what we do, it's who we are. Give us a call. We're here to help. Meyer & Gross Real Estate. Strength of teamwork, the reputation for results. Strength of teamwork, the reputation for results.
And welcome back to the Senior Spotlight. We're going to start off with Joaquin Wells, a linebacker extraordinaire for the Atlantic Trojans as they face Knoxville tonight in a homecoming game. And Joaquin, thanks for joining us. Well, it's been a good year for you, been a good year for the Trojans. Talk about where we're at, where you think this team is at now as we head into district play.
Oh, we're sitting 4-1 going into district play. I think we're sitting pretty well. Defense is definitely doing pretty good. Offense, they've been getting better every practice. Let's see, we beat 2 4A teams, one that we didn't beat last year. We were hanging with Winterset there for a while, but couldn't bring out the win.
What was the difference in that Winterset game? You guys were right in there. You had a good goal line stand there.
Yeah, we held them pretty good in the first half. Couldn't get the ball in the end zone, so that didn't help. But got it in there at the end a little bit, I guess.
What about playing linebacker and, first year starting at linebacker, right?
Yep.
And talk about some of the things that you've learned or you've been able to take away because you're having a good year.
Yeah, first year starting. Been playing scout team for past 3 years. It's been tough. It's definitely gotten me better, though. Like going up against people like Tristan Dorsher, who outweigh me by like 150 pounds. Easton O'Brien, who way faster than I am. He was pretty good last year. Taught me a lot. This year, starting, definitely has helped out a lot.
Joaquin so far has 17 tackles, 11 solo tackles. What are your strengths?
Pretty good at taking on a block, and Jake usually gets most of the tackles. They like to run it to the weak side, and that's where I'm at to take on the block, and he's there to finish them off, but that's all right. I don't mind.
Talk about playing with Jake. That's cool. Well, playing with your brother and your younger brother, by the way. What's that like for you?
It's nice. We get on him sometimes for being a sophomore. He's young. He doesn't know completely what he's doing out there, but he's a good kid. He gets it done out there.
Yeah, he's had a good year. You've had interceptions this season?
I had one at Glenwood. Just kid ran a 5-yard out, and I was right there. Took it from him. Should have gotten the pick, the pick six, but I'm not that fast. That
was a big play though back then. Well, what can you tell us about Knoxville and the offense you're facing? They like to throw it.
Yep, they throw it a lot. They're 60% passing. They're 60% on their completions and attempts. So, yeah, they like to pass the ball a lot. I think they have 101 attempts so far to our 30. So, yeah, they pass the ball quite a bit. We changed up the defense just a little bit to account for that. Got me out of the box sometimes. So, yeah, it'll be a good week.
You don't mind pass coverage, though, do you?
Nope. That's probably more my strength is pass coverage than running than them running.
Take the pick. What's it going to come down to defensively to be successful and pick up this win over a good Knoxville team?
It's going to take a lot out of the defense. We got to stop their pass game and then their run game. We just got to make sure they don't get any big plays on the passing side of it, and we just got to take away their run if they do decide to switch it up.
Good. Joaquin, thank you very much. You're fun to watch. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
Our Senior Spotlight brought to you by Meyer & Gross. And coming up next, we'll have the Partners Insurance Coaches Show. We'll hear from Atlantic head coach Joe Brummer and Knoxville head coach Matt Duncan coming up next. Brought to you by Partners Insurance.
Are you great with paperwork and have a grasp of real estate code and law? Does your schedule allow you to show a home at almost any time? Do you have a list of clients who are looking for a home? How about first-hand knowledge of properties in the market? No? Well, you're in luck because a realtor does. This is Melissa Enan with Meyer & Gross Real Estate, and having a realtor takes care of all those things and much more. It's what we do, it's who we are. Give us a call. We're here to help. Meyer & Gross Real Estate. Strength of teamwork, the reputation for results.
It's a big deal for little money at Olson's BP for the month of September. Buy any mini Godfather's pizza with a 24-ounce fountain drink for just $5.49. Other coupons not valid with this offer. So head on down to Olson's BP on 2nd Street right here in Atlantic for the September special. Buy any mini Godfather's pizza with a 24-ounce fountain drink for just $5.49. Olson's BP in Atlantic, the keep you going store.
With the many different types of insurance policies and all the different options, knowing what insurance policy will work best for you or your business can be confusing. At Partners Insurance, we know the best coverage is the one that fits your needs, your goals, your tolerance for risk, and of course your resources. Our agents are committed to helping your family or business navigate the often confusing world of insurance. For help navigating through your insurance options, contact Shannon at Partners Insurance today at 712-243-4392.
Insurance pregame show here on 95.7 FM. Our coaches show again brought to you by Partners Insurance. We're joined by Atlantic head coach Joe Brummer, the Trojans, and the Panthers from Knoxville getting ready to tee it up here at 7 o'clock. It's the start of district play tonight, Class 3A, District number 6. Coach, thanks for joining us here again. And let's talk about, you look at this kind of as a new season. How do you look at district play now? You had a really successful non-districts, just one blemish on your record. Talk about district play now and how you approach this week in practice. Any different?
You know, district play is a whole new season when it comes to, making the playoffs. Non-district play is kind of the first part there that, it sets you up for hopefully success. You kind of learn what you can do, not do, dealing with the RPI rankings, this and that. But it all goes out the window when it comes to district play with top 2 teams make the playoffs out of your district. That's where you want to be. So, all these games matter. All these games are important. And, at this point, the slate's kind of wiped clean. We played, Kemper a couple years ago back when we were 2A, and they went 0-4 in non-district play and then come out and win all 5 district games, and then you're in the playoffs. So it's a totally different type of season, totally new, perspective on things, but I think we've set ourselves up to be in a good position overall with how well we have played in non-district.
Knoxville, the team at hand tonight. A team that likes to throw the football, Coach. Talk about facing Knoxville and some of the challenges here.
Yeah, they have a really good quarterback back there. The Woosley kid does a really good job. He is, really good in the pocket. He's an athlete that he can run if need be, but, they definitely like to throw the ball. The Higginbotham kid at wide receiver, kind of tight end, I guess. He's kind of a hybrid type of kid. He's a big kid that moves really well, that they want to get him the ball in space. And, it's going to be a tough task for us to make sure defensively that we're on the same page. We're communicating the secondary. We're passing things off when it comes to different rub routes or different type of plays that they have drawn up there that our secondary is definitely going to be challenged this week, but I think our guys are up for it. That, we've had a really good week of practice, that those guys have really prepped for this and make sure that they were all on the same page going forward.
Coach, this team has not rushed the ball. 232 yards, not a lot of rushing yards. So is it the fact that they can throw the ball or they haven't been able to run the ball, or how do you approach that?
Yeah, I think it's kind of like what we do, where you play to your strengths. Yeah. They have a really good wide receiving core. They have 4 very good wide receivers that run very well, move in space, and are good athletes with a quarterback that can sling it. So, they're just playing to what they can do. They play to their strengths, and up front wise, they're physical. I think they could run the ball if need be. It's just they don't want to, type of thing. So it's one of those things that just contrasting styles with how you want to play. And some of their quick game, some of their bubble screens and RPO style of stuff is just an extension of the run game that they're just trying to get their wide receivers out in space with less people to block on the edge.
Coach, when we circle back to your football team and talking about the successful non-district schedule, the running game certainly has been impressive, mounting well over 1,000 yards here early on. What can you say about that running game? And I know we talk about that a lot, but it just continues to work well.
We need to ramp it up a little bit. Winterset definitely did a good job of kind of stifling it. I guess Tyson was only at about 4 yards a carry, which most of the time is really good for teams. But, we need to do a little bit better. We need to make sure that we're getting him out in space, get Ethan McNeil some more touches. Gavin McLaren did a good job. He had 7 yards a rush, so nothing to complain about there. It's just, kind of some untimely runs for us there at the end that we had some penalties and or some bad snaps or just miscommunication on third down that put us in some tough spots and we couldn't finish drives. But overall, the kids have done a really good job. O-line's starting to get healthy again. That we're going to get some guys back this week. That'll help out a lot with the run game and just making sure that we're communicating up front, that we know where to block, who to block, and that'll lead us to have a more successful running game this week.
And what about defense, Knoxville's defense? I mean, what are you facing here, Coach?
Yeah, they play similar to like a Winterset style of defense where they're in technically it's called a 3-4, but they're going to walk up those outside backers. It'll look more like a 5-2 is what they've done in the past. Early in the year, they played Boone, where Boone's a very run-heavy team that they actually had a 6-2 front that they're going to put a lot of guys in the box. They're going to put a lot of guys in each gap that they're going to try to definitely disrupt our pulling game so we can't get our linemen out in space. But it's just something that we need to rep and communicate and talk and, make sure that those guys know where to go and who to block so that way we don't have any free rushers. And if we can get to the edge, that's a really good thing when they're going to pack the box up in the middle.
Coach, homecoming week, I know it's some coaches really like it, some not necessarily. There's a lot of distractions. Is that overblown a little bit? And what's your thoughts on homecoming?
It's fun for the kids. They enjoy it. It's a special time. As a coach, it just adds that extra stress, that extra layer it's a great thing. But, been trying to reach out to as many alumni as we can. Trying to make sure that, they're welcome. We want them back because that's a big part of homecoming as well, is those people coming back to where it all started. So, we want to see as many alumni out there as we can to try to make sure that it's a great atmosphere, that we have a whole bunch of people back, and, we put on a good show for everybody that's there.
Coach Brummer, always appreciate it. Anything else you want to add before this one here tonight?
No, just hoping to see a good crowd out there like usual. We've had great attendance this year. That the Trojan Bowl's been packed each night. That we hope to continue that because we're on the road the next 2 weeks. So, it's the last time this month to be able to see Atlantic football at home. So we hope to see a big crowd and a lot of people out there sporting.
Coach, thank you so much. Coach Joe Brummer, head man for the Atlantic Trojans. Heading into this tonight against Knoxville, the race to playoffs begin this evening here at Atlantic. Coach, thanks a bunch and best of luck.
Absolutely. Hey, thank you, Tom.
We'll be back to visit with Knoxville head coach Duncan. That's coming up next on the Partners Insurance Coaches Show here on 95.7 FM on live video stream, westerniowatoday.com. And welcome back to the Partners Insurance Coaches Show here at 95.7 FM in our live stream at westerniowatoday.com. Knoxville Panthers head coach Matt Duncan joining us. And, Coach, here we are, district play. You guys had a terrific non-district schedule, put up a lot of points. And talk about your team and talk about kind of the theme this week because the run of the playoffs start this week. It's district time.
Yeah, that's one thing we've talked to our guys about is, we're in the district play. Can't believe how fast it's gotten here. But, yeah, everything up to this point is out the window as far as wins and losses. So we're focusing on Atlantic this week. And it's going to be a tough task. We know, obviously, watching film and from playing Atlantic the last couple of years, got a lot of good size and play with a lot of physicality. So that's kind of been our theme this week, making sure that we're trying to match that and making sure we're putting effort into every single thing that we do.
When you look at the Trojan, we'll stay on that, Coach. And, I mean, you talked about the physicality and the size and that type of thing. What else maybe impresses you about this Trojan team? I mean, not to keep repeating it, but, yeah, I mean, the biggest thing that sticks out just watching film, like I said, is just the size and the physicality.
And then along with that too, for having that size, I mean, those guys can really move and they can get off the ball and cause a lot of problems on both sides. So, we're going to have to make sure that we play 4 full quarters on Friday.
Let's go back to your football team, and really impressed with this passing game. And Brendan Woolsey, 773 yards passing, and then you've got also your sophomore quarterback McCarty. He's been able to pass for 80, so over 850 yards throwing the football. Coach, talk about what's been going right there in that passing game.
Woolsey, to start with our passing game, Woolsey's done a great job, obviously this season and the past couple of years that he's been in our program as well. He was a backup for his sophomore and junior year, and was able to get a couple starts here and there, and get some time in some varsity games. But yeah, he's done a really nice job this season, worked really hard in the off season and this summer. So it's nice to see him having that success. And then, we knew our receiving core was going to be pretty deep. It started to kind of catch on at the end of last season. And then we obviously knew that we were going to have a bunch of those guys coming back. So now probably our hardest part is the juggling act of getting those guys in and getting the ball spread around to all of them, because we think they can all do something once they have the ball in their hands.
Yeah, Higginbotham, Kobe, we remember him from last couple of years, 273 yards receiving, and then you've got Eli Fuller, 162, Deshaun Connor, 142, Max Magana, 132. He goes on and on, Coach, and that's going to be pretty nice to have that kind of depth at receiver here, and I'm sure the chemistry is there as well. You do have a newcomer in your sophomore receiver, but in Fuller, but boy, he's learning quickly as well.
Yeah, we feel like I said, if one guy is kind of taken out based off of a game plan, that someone else is going to be open, we can trust those guys. But yeah, Eli, he's done a really nice job. We've got a couple sophomores that have been working their way into some of our rotations and getting some reps. And so it's nice to see them making the most of that when they've gotten that opportunity. Kind of the same thing with Tayshawn as well too. So it's good to see those guys have that success, and none of our guys in our receiving core really gets too upset if one guy gets more touches or more yards. They do a really nice job of kind of the team first mentality and being happy when anybody has success.
The other thing that is impressive, and you faced a Boone team out of the gate, pretty tough crew there, but allowed Clark 7 points, allowed South Tama 6, you allowed Des Moines Hoover 7. Your last 3 games, you've allowed an average of just a touchdown a game, Coach. What can you say about this Panther defense? Your defense has really been playing well.
Yeah, I feel like our defense has room for improvement still too, which is nice. We've got some new faces in there this year and some guys into some new spots or new places. And we had to replace, especially our linebacking core, we had to replace a couple linebackers that had really done a nice job for us over the past couple seasons. It's been nice to see our guys get adjusted and get some things figured out and continually improve each week on that side of the ball.
Well, Coach, before I let you go here, what's it going to come down to for your football team to come away with a W here tonight?
I mean, we're going to have to play 4 physical quarters. We've been talking this week, telling our guys that it's going to be big boy football. We've got to come ready to go, and there's going to be some adversity that we'll battle through, and we'll just have to have the next play mentality. And I think if we can get our job done up front on both sides of the ball, that we're going to be heading in the right direction.
Excellent. Well, Coach, thank you very much. Appreciate you, and best of luck tonight.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
You bet. Matt Duncan, head coach of the Knoxville Panthers. We're going to kick things off at 7 o'clock. The keys to the game brought to you by iAssociates coming up next.
With the many different types of insurance policies and all the different options, knowing what insurance policy will work best for you or your business can be confusing. At Partners Insurance, we know the best coverage is the one that fits your needs, your goals, your tolerance for risk, and of course your resources. Our agents are committed to helping your family or business navigate the often confusing world of insurance. For help navigating through your insurance options, contact Shannon at Partners Insurance today at 712-243-4392.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital. and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors.
It's said that the eyes are the windows to your soul, but do you know that your eyes are a window into your health? Hi, this is Dr. Jeff Gergen from My Associates. It's true. During a dilated eye exam, I'll be looking at your eyes for more than just their performance on the eye chart. I recommend that adults see their eye provider at least every 2 years. Need an appointment? Call Eye Associates at 243-7540. You'll clearly see the difference in how we care for our patients.
Welcome back to Trojan Bowl. Tom Robbins alongside Perry Fief, Cody Weaver, and Kevin Ferguson on the sidelines tonight with his new sideline rig. And the Trojans warming up to our left on your video screen, and the Knoxville Panthers warming up to our right. We get to our keys to the game, brought to you by the Eye Associates with offices in Atlantic and Audubon, and always far above your expectations. And we'll get to Perry's keys to the game here in just a little bit as homecoming king and queen court being introduced. And here comes the king and queen, and that's Luke Erlmeyer and Emma Winford out there. There we go. They'll turn around there. You see him on the 50-yard line, Emma Winford and Luke Erlmeyer. Well, Perry, let's get to the keys here, and what do we got going?
All right, well, I'm looking at the king and queens, and do you buy jeans with holes like that, or they put them in there? Wow. All right, anyway. So my keys, they're simple, but we need to. Just
a minute.
Okay.
Okay, I'm good.
I mean, they look new jeans, but they're really holy.
We're starting off with a bang here.
Okay. So my first key is that we need to cover the pass because they pass a lot. This dude, he's got a lot of yards, so they pass a lot. So hopefully our DBs are kind of ready for that, and we put a little pressure on the quarterback. Now, this is my opinion. I don't know. You and Fergie can debate it. I think since his quarterback passes all the time, and the way it sounds is the only yards they get rushing is when he scrambles, I think they should just take one player and just spy on the quarterback, period. Just dude, all he does is follow the quarterback. If he misses a tackle, he misses it because he's going for the quarterback and the quarterback only. And then that's my second key. And my third key is we just need to pound the ball. Just do what we usually do. Just pound and pound and pound the ball. And we need to cut down on the penalties because last week we were driving, we were doing great. Voila, we shoot ourselves in the foot, and then we shoot ourselves again. And by then we're so far out, we can't do nothing. So those are my three keys.
I'm still back on your jeans. And let's go to Perry Fief. Perry Fief, thank you very much. Kevin Ferguson, what do you got?
Hey, Tom, I'm going to get back and chime in on Perry.
Whoop, we lost you.
We lost you, Kev.
You there?
Yeah. There we go. We got you back. Oh, I see you.
All right. I'm here with Emma and Luke, our homecoming king and queen, and I've got some interview today.
Yes, sir.
Were you surprised?
I was very surprised.
Luke, how about you?
I was surprised, but a lot of people were telling me I had it in the bag, so.
Confidence, you know, like
there you go. Now my question is really important. Would you rather meet a real Sasquatch or a real alien?
Oh, man. I think a real Sasquatch. I don't think I would like the alien very much.
There's one Sasquatch up there in the booth.
All right, baby.
All right, I'm coming back to you. Same question, so I won't throw you off, and we expect a really good answer because you had time to think about it.
I was going to say Sasquatch also.
Sasquatch.
They want me to come down?
Well, Fergie, let's talk about your keys here in the game. Thank you very much, Luke and Emma, for joining us there. Fergie, talk about your keys here.
Well, Tom, as I talked earlier about the bear, you got to remember.
And we'll get to Fergie here in a little bit as he gets to a better spot here. But it's going to be an aerial game with Knoxville and a running game with Atlantic. We do know that. And watching the Panthers warm up, they've got trips to the right. They run that single running back with Stanley. And looks like we're seeing a lot of number 15, Roston McCarty, at that run plays there. And I don't know if that's going to be the situation or not, but Coach Duncan did give us his starter quarterback was going to be Woolsey, number 12. But we've seen, haven't seen 12 out there in the warm-ups there, Perry.
Well, I was watching earlier when they're separated and everybody went in their little pods. You know how everybody does that anymore, go in your little groups and do what you're supposed to do. And number 12 was just kind of standing by himself talking to the coaches, but he's geared up. I mean,
yeah, he's back there with the football, so maybe they're just giving some reps to the backup quarterback here, and we're watching Roston McCarty. He's just a sophomore. Now there we see Woolsey. Yeah, he'll be starting in the lineup. But yeah, every time I look down there, just in the warm-ups, I saw McCarty.
Well, and I think they were running their first team defense, and they didn't want their starting quarterback to run with I don't want to say the second team offense. So
here we go. Well, we're going to get with Kevin Ferguson here. Kevin, we'll take it back to you.
Hey, I'm back by popular demand. Tom, first of all, I got to say, before I climb these stairs and run out of breath, I agree with Perry about the spy. You're going to have to really put eyes on that quarterback. Now, secondly, along with that, we're going to need pressure tonight on defense to really okay? Offense. Be the bear, man. Be the bear. No, you can be. Just go on.
All right. Thank you very much, Kevin Ferguson, for those as well. Well, we're going to get to the starting lineups, and they're brought to you by the First Whitney Bank, a local bank, local employees, and local decisions since the beginning. The only bank you'll ever need. First Whitney Bank. We're back right after this.
It's said that the eyes are the windows to your soul, but do you know that your eyes are a window into your health? Hi, this is Dr. Jeff Gergen from my associates. It's true. During a dilated eye exam, I'll be looking at your eyes for more than just their performance on the eye chart. I recommend that adults see their eye provider at least every 2 years. Need an appointment? Call Eye Associates at 243-7540. You'll clearly see the difference in how we care for our patients.
Hey there, this is Tanner from your Atlantic Hy-Vee. We all know about steak night here at Hy-Vee is every Thursday from 4 to 7 p.m., but that's not good enough for us. We're expanding our hours from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., so not only is dinner taken care of, who says you can't have a steak dinner for lunch? Only $10 for a chef's choice steak, potato, and vegetable. And as always, thank you for shopping your Atlantic Hy-Vee.
First Whitney Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Whitney Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the pregame show here at 95.7 FM, our live video stream, westerniowatoday.com. Tom Robinson with you, with Cody Weaver behind the camera, Kevin Ferguson and Perry Fief. So let's take a look at the starting lineups. We'll start with the visitors, the Knoxville Panthers. And on defense, at linebacker will be Lane Girdham, a 5'10", 160-pound senior. And Jackson Clark, a 5'8", 165-pound sophomore. And David Gorski, a 6'1", 215-pound senior. Also, Kobe Higginbotham, 6'2", 195, and a senior. He could be one of the best athletes on this Knoxville team. He'll play both ways. At corners, Grant Garrison, 5'7", 135, and a senior. Connor Willoughby, 6'1", 140, senior. And Tashawn Connor, 5'11", 160-pound sophomore. So we gave you 2 of those, but Willoughby and Garrison, they'll split time at that corner. So we thought we'd bring those 2 guys as starters. And the safeties, so Rylan Robinson, 6'160" senior, and Max Magana, 6'170" senior. Casey Kendall, a 5'7", 165 sophomore, 1 D-end. The other D-end will be Aaron Maluga, a 5'11", 210-pound senior. Reagan Roberts at nose tackle, 5'9", 265. They play a 3-man front with 4 linebackers. An offense for Knoxville, and they've thrown for over 800 yards on the season. In fact, the quarterback, Brandon Woolsey, has thrown for 773 yards a team, 853 yards on the year. Woolsey, 6', 165-pound senior. The fullback is Adrian Stanley, a 5'10", 190 senior. Those are your backs right there because they run that spread offense. Your receivers, Rylan Robinson, 6', 160 senior. Eli Fuller, 6'2", 165 and a sophomore. And Max Magana, 6', 170 senior. Tight end is Kobe Higginbotham, 6'2", 195 senior. Your left tackle, Tristan Stevenson, 6'2", 190 sophomore. And Christian Breda, 6'1", 215 senior. The center, Carter Lakota, 5'11", 220 junior. Your right guard is Reagan Roberts, 6', 160 senior. And left guard is Andrew Maluga, 5'11", 210 and a senior. So a lot of guys you've heard familiar names on both sides of football for Knoxville. Really not the case for Atlantic. They 2 platoon here, and they have made it work here early on in the season. Quarterback for the Trojans, Tristan Hayes, 5'9", 145 and a senior. Running backs, Tyson O'Brien, 6', 185-pound senior. He's averaging well over 70 yards a carry. Gavin McLaren, the lead back, the fullback for the Trojans, 6'2", 240 and a junior. Split end, Corbin Ritter, 6'2", 155 and a junior. And Brock Goodrich, who had that 70-yard reverse run last week. At the other receiver, Brock is 6'2", 205, and Xavier Darrow is back at tight end because Hetherington back in the lineup tonight. Xavier Darrow, 6'2", 235 and a senior. Tackles, Reed Woodward, 6'3", 275 and a senior. I'll tell you what, Woodward, those guys have done a tremendous job. Jack Muller, a tackle, 6'1", 220 junior. Trevin Hansen, he's the center at 5'10", 215 and a senior. And Caden Krall, a guard, 6', 185 senior. And Donovan Hetherington back in the lineup tonight. He did not play against Winterset. He's back in there tonight at 5'10", 190 and a junior. On the defensive end for the Trojans, they'll go with Jake Wales at 5'11", 180 sophomore, 1 linebacker. Joaquin Wales, his older brother, 6', 170 senior. So you've got the sophomore and the senior brothers playing in the same linebacking core, which is pretty cool, actually.
That's pretty cool.
Colin Rudy at 5'8", 160 to junior at the other linebacker here tonight. Defensive backs, Carter Hadley, 5'8", 155 sophomore. He actually will come up from that safety spot, and he might be your monster, Perry, as we were talking about here off air. And Carter's had a good year. A lot of tackles, one of the leaders here on the team. Hunter Nelson, defensive back, 5'8", 145 and a junior. We've seen some things of brilliance from him as well, with some athleticism, intercepting some passes. And then Jared Hansen has gone from offense now to defense. Jared is a safety, 5'9", 170 and a senior. And then Grant Petty's at cornerback at 6'2", 175 and a sophomore. Free safety, Kenny Jewell, the all-district player a year ago. Jewell is 5'9", 140 and a senior. And your defensive end, Evan Sorensen, he's had a really good year. Sorensen at 5'11", 255 pounds. He's a senior. Carter Witzman also having a good year.
Yeah.
Getting his first start this season. Carter 6'5", 200 and a senior. Nose tackle, Reed Flazik. They call him Sonny. 6'3", 320 senior. He's done a good job. And then Draven Mitchell. He wears number 65 out there, 5'10", 205, and a junior. So those are your starting lineups, and they're brought to you by the First Whitney Bank, a local bank, local employees, and local decisions. Since the beginning, the only bank you'll ever need. Atlantic Trojan Guard marching out, and we'll hear from them. We'll have our Stein Seed national anthem also coming up here in a moment. Let's go back to Kevin Ferguson. Kevin, as we get close here, we're still about 10 minutes away. Your thoughts on this game, other than some of those keys you presented?
Well, Tom, in all honesty, I think it's going to be getting them off the field, Knoxville off the field. As we always say, the best defense is a good offense, or offense is a good defense, and I think that's what we're looking for here. they have the potential of putting up a lot of points. So to keep the offense on the bench is probably the best thing. The other thing you do to counter that is to have long, sustaining drives with that run game, and they got to get that going. Like to see a few pop passes to open up and maybe drop some of them backers back, especially if they're going to put 6 or 7 up in the box. So I think that's really important stuff for tonight's game. And Perry's right about the penalties and stuff. We just, at this point in the game, it's districts, and penalties are a step backwards and away from the ultimate goal.
Thanks, Kevin. And Perry, evaluate the line play. I mean, you were a center in high school, all-conference player, and played in college. I mean, the offensive line has done a tremendous job. Your thoughts on the O-line here?
Well, like you said, they have done really good. I mean, what I've been saying all year, and they did it against Winterset. What's cool is these guys are making their initial block, and then they're getting to the second tier, which that's where they get some of their penalties, because they're getting to the second tier and they might be getting called for pushing the back or blocking the back, but they're still getting down the field. They're making the initial hole opening, and they're getting to the second tier and trying to block those guys. So we haven't seen that in a long time here in Atlantic. And so that's cool to see that. And you can see that these guys are in shape. I mean, I think it helps that a lot of these guys are going both ways. That way they get to stay fresh.
And welcome to the
so
Trojan
it's
Bowl.
really nice seeing how the offensive line, and it looks to me like they also communicate too.
Well, they do, and I think a lot of that is the center play by Traven Hansen. I think he does a great job of in that center spot as well. We're going to break away, and we're going to hear our national anthem coming up here, brought to you by Stein Seed. Stein has yield. Contact Darren Petty, your local Stein representative.
And Jacob Willoughby.
First Windy Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Windy Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
So you're having trouble hearing. Well, let me ask you, when was your last hearing test? Maybe back in grade school? Hearing loss is usually gradual. Maybe you miss a word or two in conversation, or maybe you struggle when talking on the phone. Sometimes you miss out while with your favorite people. You can get ahead of hearing loss. And if you're 50 or over, even if you're not having issues, it's a good time to have an evaluation. Get a baseline of where your hearing stands. Call today to hear more. ASI, with offices in Atlantic, Audubon, and Carroll.
Nobody has delivered more high-yielding Enlist E3 soybean genetics to the marketplace than Stein. That means your local Stein representative can provide you with the product knowledge and seed genetics to help you maximize profits on every acre you plant. Discover yield plus experience by partnering with the undisputed leader in Enlist E3 soybean genetics. Learn more at steinseed.com. Stein has yield.
At steinseed.com.
And welcome back to Trojan Bowl. Tom Robinson, Perry Fief, and Kevin Ferguson as the Trojans on the field. The black hats, the gold jerseys, now the black pants. 2 weeks ago, we saw them in their black hats, gold jerseys, and white pants. So they've got a number of different outfits that they wear here. So we'll see how they do tonight in that set of uniforms. And again, Knoxville in their white uniforms and black helmets. Both these schools, colors black and gold. We've talked a lot about Knoxville, their passing game, and the quarterback, Mr. Woolsey. I mean, he's going to be quite handy throwing the ball and running the ball. He is 59.4% percentage completion rate. He's 60 of 101 throwing the ball for 773 yards, almost 13 yards per catch on their side for 853 total yards. Rossley McConney, the sophomore, we saw him warming up, and he's 6 of 12 for 80 yards for Knoxville. So, and then they have a number of receivers, Eli Fuller, and you'll see Tashawn Connor and Max Magana. Those guys have been good, but then you've got Higginbotham with 273 total yards of receiving. They've got.
So I don't know if this who deferred or don't know what happened there.
It really don't matter at this point, does it?
Nope. It's time to play some ball. We got like a minute 50 to go, and
I got a feeling if Atlantic won the toss, they probably elected to receive just so they can march that baby down and, take the first punch.
yeah, that's true. That is so true. What do you think of these guys? Kind of Atlantic, when they play at home, there's always something different. They kind of remind you of like the Oregon Ducks. There's always something different uniform.
Well, yeah, but there's no green except for that one
Thank
guy's
goodness.
shoes.
Well, yeah, that's true. That is true. So, other than that, Knoxville has that nose guard. He's a pretty big boy.
Yes, sir.
So I'm kind of waiting to see how they block him because I don't remember seeing him last year, but maybe he played last year.
Well, so many games, so many time in between. It's hard to remember everything.
True. I mean, I've done a lot of foolish things since last year.
Well, we're getting set to go for the opening kickoff, and for Knoxville, kicking off will be Jensen Finnegan, 5'9", 135, is senior. And deep backs for Atlantic, Jared Hansen on the near side. And we'll have Ethan McNeil on the near. They switched. Ethan McNeil back on the near side here. And we're ready to go here. And the opening kickoff coming up.
The Trojans to return.
I just hope they don't do anything crazy like onside kick right off the bat. I mean, you never know.
Here we go. Opening kick coming up. And the kickoff by Jensen Finnegan as he'll step into it, and we're underway. A line drive towards McNeil, and it's going to go out of bounds. So Atlantic will get good field position right out of the gates. First down and 10.
All right.
We'll see what the Trojans can do. I know last week against Winterset, they had a great opening drive.
I think Atlantic can make them kick it again because they're staying in their kick.
Well, you're right.
They're making them kick it again.
So they're going to kick it again. And Finnegan will set it 5 yards back. And they'll kick it up again here. Well, McNeil, we've seen what he can do. He can return that ball, and looking forward to seeing here if they actually kick to him. I'm surprised they kicked in his direction, to be honest with you.
I think that's why they kicked it out of bounds, thinking Atlantic would just take it at the 35, is what I'm thinking.
So Finnegan will tee it up again here for the Trojans. Deep back again for the Trojans. McNeil is deep along with Jared Hansen.
This looks pretty good.
And Finnegan's kick is a high end over end. And it's going to be picked up by Hansen, the 22, 25, 30. And he is across the midfield, the 35, still on his feet. Still on his feet. Now he's smothered at about the 32-yard line.
Hansen on the return.
Well, they didn't quite get it to the 35, but starting at the 30, so that's good coverage by Knoxville.
Yes, it was. Football at the 32-yard line of Atlantic. First down and 10. As we're just underway, that took 9 seconds off the clock. Here we go. They'll send Ritter wide left in a double tight end set. Fullback is McLaren. The tailback is Tyson O'Brien. The snap back, O'Brien right up the left side. He gets across the 40, 41-yard line. A pickup of 9. Second down and 1. That's the way to get started, huh?
Yes, it is. I'm watching the line because I'm waiting to see how our center goes against that big old 79 for Knoxville. He's a big boy.
Number 48, Jackson Clark for the Panthers.
That was a nice hole. They did really good. Like we always said, getting more than 5 yards on the first down is positive, and they got 8, so that's awesome.
Second down and 1 for the Trojans under center. Here's Hayes. He'll hand off to McLaren. Spins off a tackle. Gets to the 45. Breaks the tackle 50. Down the far sideline 40. 35 and he's dumped all the way down to the 29-yard line. They're going to mark him out of bounds at the 31.
First he spun out of a tackle, and then he stiff-armed 2 dudes and just shoved them to the ground. I mean,
that is plenty good enough for a Trojan.
I don't know what's that game called where you punch the weasel or just They just push the guys out of the way. It's kind of cool to watch.
48, Jackson Clark on the far side.
First down at 10 Atlantic at the 31-yard line of the Knoxville Panthers. 10:55 to go in the first quarter. Under center is Tristan Hayes, the quarterback. They'll go double tight to the right. They're going to pitch to Tyson O'Brien. Gets around the right side, gets upfield 25, and he's brought down inside the 25-yard line. They're going to mark it about the 23.5, 24.
We got a flag because we had someone who took a guy way out of bounds. So they're going to be, I think it's going to be personal foul.
By number 36, Lane Girdham.
I think that ref was a quarterback, Perry.
Did you see? Yeah.
He about threw that flag all the way to the stands, brother.
He did, yeah. I think he was making sure what was happening.
First line. Offense. 15-yard penalty to Dan Rocano. Second down.
So after that nice run, they got to add 15 yards to the previous spot, or where it's first down. So now they're going to start from the 38-yard line, it looks like, Ferg.
Yeah, that's a spot foul, Perry, so it's not back to the line of scrimmage, which is a good thing.
Right, that's good.
Ball at the 38, 10:39 to go here in this first quarter. Atlantic on the drive. Under center, Hayes takes the snap over to O'Brien, gets hit and dropped at the 34. Good gain, though. He picked up about 5 of the play. Good drive for the Trojans.
Brought down by number 2, Ryland Robinson.
There was
hear them pads popping, buddy.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
I say, it's going to be a physical game. Just who's going to wear out? And like Tommy was saying earlier, they got some guys going both ways. Like, not a ton, but, 4 or 5 going both ways.
Third down and 12 Atlantic at the 34-yard line of the Panthers. Under center, Hayes. He'll take it. Play action.
Nice.
He's got a man wide open. There's Darrell, makes the catch. 10-5, the touchdown Trojans.
Nice. So we can pass. See that? We can pass the ball. That was a beautiful throw. Beautiful, wide open. Oh, it was good blocking, and we always know when he scrambles, he can throw the ball a lot better than when he's in the pocket.
So the Trojans jump out to a 6-0 lead on the Seed Pro scoreboard. And the point after is coming up here with 9:50 to go in the first quarter.
That's good. Golden right down the middle. Good job, Trojans. Way to move the ball.
Wow, what a job by the Trojans. We'll take a timeout. Back in 30. Atlantic up 7-0 on a 34-yard pass from Hayes to Darrell. We'll take a timeout. Back in 30. Atlantic up 7-0 on a 34-yard pass from Hayes to Darrell. We'll take a timeout. Back in 30. Atlantic up 7. We'll get her going.
Get ready for a fresh start at Greg Young Atlantic.
And welcome back to Atlantic. 9:50 to go in the first quarter. And a 34-yard pass play, as you mentioned, Perry. The Atlantic can throw it too, huh?
Yeah, I was like, all right, now since you guys can throw, we can throw it too.
So the Trojans will kick it away to the Panthers. Magana is one man deep. And here's the kick by Hayden Thompson. Magana races to the right. Higginbotham is deep as well. Magana picks it up at the 7-yard line. He cuts back inside the 10, breaks the tackle, and he is bear hugged and brought down at the 14-yard line. Good coverage by the Trojans.
Great coverage. But that kicker, that was amazing. He saw where that deep guy was, and he kicked it far away, so he had to go and chase it down, and that got everybody a chance to get down the field. So that's a good call.
The Trojans with 9:45 to go here in this first quarter. Score first, 7-0. The extra point by Thompson, good. And now we'll see this aerial game by Knoxville.
I told you 12 was going to start.
Yep. He's there, you're right. Woolsey, the quarterback, 3 receivers to his left. And the snap back to Woolsey. He's going to throw it, fires, it's caught. One drop. Rylan Robinson, the intended target, and just a little in pattern, and he couldn't catch the pass underthrown. I didn't see the pressure there, the quarterback.
No pressure, but I mean, he can wing it. I mean, he had it right there. Just, I'm glad the receiver dropped it. Threw it too hard.
Welcome back to the broadcast. If you're listening on 95.7 FM, a little hiccup there, but we got her going. And, of course, we're live video stream as well, so you can watch it there. But we're back on the air, and apologize for that little hiccup there. 2nd down and 10 for Knoxville. Woolsey takes it, fires, caught by Higginbotham. He drops the football. He was covered. This little short dink pass is what they're doing right now.
Yeah, they're trying to, so it will open up for his long bombs, I bet.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 10, 9:37 to play here in this first quarter of play on the Seed Pro scoreboard, Perry.
Got to give that offensive line some credit because we're not getting pressure on him, but he's only taking like 1-2 steps and throwing. I mean, so that line's not doing bad right now.
Clock stopped after the incompletion, 9:37 to go in the first quarter. Here's the snap back to Woolsey. He's going to throw it again on a 3rd down and long. Here's the pass to Robinson. It is caught at the 23, but he's shy of the first down by a couple of yards. And the Trojans defense gets a touchdown and now a stop.
And what was nice is they did get a little pressure that time. I think Coach Satoff sent a blitz or something because they could hear the footsteps. The quarterback could hear the footsteps.
9:13 to go and counting in the first quarter. Atlantic up 7-0 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. What a drive by the Trojans. The big run was Gavin McLaren.
Yeah.
he took her down the field, and then that set up that 34-yard pass play to Xavier Darrow. Good to see Xavier get a catch and a touchdown. Nice catch and run by Darrow. Here's the punt. Here's Hansen at the 45. He's going to cut to the left side, 50. On the move, cuts upfield 45, and he's wrestled down about the 42 of Knoxville. First down at 10 Trojans. We'll see what they can do here.
There's some nice blocking by the Trojans. Really good blocking. I saw a couple of good blocks.
So Atlantic with the football at the 42-yard line of the Panthers. First down and 10, 7-0. Trojans with a lead on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 8:40 on the clock in the first quarter. Atlantic will come up with Brock Goodrich split out to the near side. Hand off to McLaren. He pounds forward.
He's still rumbling,
to the 35-yard line, a gain of 7. Boy, he did that a lot by himself. And Atlantic with a 2nd down. Here we go on that first down. You know, Fergie, we talked about first down plays, and there's one of them right there.
Absolutely, Tom. And, you know, you think about this, if they're going to get past that line of scrimmage, just a couple steps, then you got the littler guys coming up and try to tackle that big boy, and that's not fun.
No.
2nd down, 3 for the Trojans at the 35 of Knoxville. They jump off sides. Atlanta gets a free 5 on a brown shoot for first down.
Yeah, I like his. He does good on his hard counts. He must really yell. I mean.
So it's going to be a 1st and 10 Trojans. They'll take it to the 30-yard line of Knoxville and a first down and 10. 8:03 to play in the first quarter on the Seed Pros scoreboard. As Tristan Hayes will check in to the lineup for the Trojans. 8 minutes to go first quarter. Atlantic up 7-0 on the Seed Pros. Ritter wide left. High backfield with Leclerc in the fullback and Tyson O'Brien, the tailback, and now they switch Xavier Darrow and Brock Goodrich to the right side. Pitch, the convoy on the edge, and they've got a convoy. 30, 25, 20, and down the 21-yard line for Tyson O'Brien. We've got a penalty flag back at the 26, but he had a lot of guys ahead of him.
I was going to say, that guy made the tackle. He came from the other side of the field.
So we do have a flag here. It's at the 26. Atlantic had a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line at Knoxville, holding against the Trojans. So that'll rack them up 10 yards. Atlantic up 7-0 on the Seed Pros scoreboard, 7:37 to play.
All right, that's 2 penalties against us now. That was one of my keys. We got to kind of keep them in the back pocket.
So the Trojans come up with Ritter wide left, Xavier Darrow wide to the right side. Hayes will step under center with an eye backfield behind him. Now an offset eye with McLaren, the up back. He'll turn, get to McLaren. He's got a hole across the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5.
There you go, catch him.
Touchdown, Trojans. Oh, yes, indeed.
You remember when I always kept track of the penalties? No, I'm going to start keeping track of his stiff arms. I mean, my goodness. He just pushed that little, I can't say, that guy right off him.
So McLaren on a 30-yard run with 7:20 to play.
A huge hole, though, too.
Yeah.
Huge hole.
I mean, you could have drove a truck through that thing.
Yeah.
So the extra point coming up. Hayden Thompson kicks it up and in. The Trojans up 14-0 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. We're back in 30 seconds.
The weather is changing. It's time for the leaves to change colors, hoodies, football, and crops to come out of the fields. The changing weather is a good time to remind you of your changing insurance needs. Hi, this is Lucas Mosier at Armor Insurance, and we will sit down and go over your current coverage so when you're out working in the fields, you feel confident that we have you covered from your fields to your house to your vehicles that you drive. Because at Armor Insurance, we're here to protect you. Armor Insurance with offices in Atlantic, Griswold, and Council Bluffs.
So you're having trouble hearing? Well, let me ask you, when was your last hearing test? Maybe back in grade school? You know, hearing loss is usually gradual. Maybe you miss a word or two in conversation, or maybe you struggle when talking on the phone. Sometimes you miss out while with your favorite people. You can get ahead of hearing loss. And if you're 50 or over, even if you're not having issues, it's a good time to have an evaluation. Get a baseline of where your hearing stands. Call today to hear more. ASI, with offices in Atlantic, Audubon, and Carroll.
Magana and Higginbotham back deep to return.
And welcome back to Atlantic, 14-0 Trojans. And Higginbotham and Magana deep. He step back just inside the 10, and Hayden Thompson will step away, and he'll knock it deep. Oh, it's picked up short by Willoughby, and across the 25, 30, 35. Willoughby is brought down by about 6 guys at the 36-yard line. A pretty good return, but the Trojans want to get him stopped. Willoughby, the short guy, made the return for Knoxville, so they'll have a first down and 10.
I don't think he was really wanting to run it, but he did it. I mean, that's just the way it goes. If it comes to you, you better get go, buddy. Same backyard football, you pitch it backward.
7:13 to go, first quarter of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Glad to have you along, and for those guys out in those combines and grain carts and grain trucks, be safe. Thanks for all you do out there, and thanks for tuning in. Now the gun, Woolsey, the snap. Here comes the throw. It is caught and dropped. Ryland Robinson at the 45 dropped the football. They've had how many drops here early on?
At least 3 to 4 already, and that was a good pass too. I mean, it's hitting the guys right in the hands, and the guys are wide open. So I'm just saying, you know, maybe these receivers, it takes them a while to warm up for as good as a core you guys said they had.
And they've had 59% percentage of completion, almost 60% completion rate. 2nd and 10, Knoxville, 3 receivers to the right side, Higginbotham left. Woolsey takes a snap out of the gun. Here comes the rush, and a false start called on it.
That's what I'm saying.
Knoxville. Hey, did you see Evan Sorensen, though?
He was going to have him that time.
Well, right defensive end, he was heading in there. I don't know, Perry. I know one of your keys was to spy on the quarterback and eyeball one of those linebackers and see if you see that here. I thought that was a great key. The ball is going to be back at the 30-yard line of Knoxville on a 2nd down and 15 with 7:07 to play here in this first quarter. Atlantic up 14-0 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. So Knoxville comes up from their own 31. And again, Woolsey out of the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right. Magana to the right side to Sean. Is also Deshaun Carter is to the right side. Snap the Wolves. He's going to throw it deep, wide open. Magana diving and couldn't make the catch, and he was wide open. My goodness, if Woolsey could have connected, it would have been a touchdown Knoxville.
Right, but what I saw was we were actually getting pressure on the quarterback, so he had to throw it. He couldn't set his feet to throw a perfect pass. He just had to launch it up. So he didn't get to set his feet that time.
Third down and 16, and third and 15, for the Panthers back at their own 31. Carter Witzman comes out. Sonny Flazik, the big tackle over 300-pounder. He's right there. And here comes the snap to Woolsey. 2 receivers left, 2 right. The snap, Woolsey looks to throw. Now he's going to keep the football, and he's cut down at the 32.
I think 43 just stood in the spot and watched where the quarterback went.
That's Jake Wales.
He did not move. He just stayed right in the center of the field.
Well, there's your spy you talked about.
Yeah, they're gonna spot him. Good. Oh, I gotta.
Yeah, that's good.
I got a key that's finally right this year.
Yeah, so Pat, Coach Satoff on the back on that when you see him tomorrow, because that is exactly what he did. Wales, the sophomore linebacker, his only job, it looks like, is to get that quarterback.
Yep, he just stays right in the center of the field and watches that quarterback.
Magani to punt for Knoxville, 4th and 14 for the 32-yard line. There's the punt, a high end over end. It's going to be a short punt. Fair catch, Hance at the 40-yard line. Atlantic great field position, and you can just feel the Trojans have the momentum.
Oh, most definitely. It's awesome to see, that's good to see, because I was nervous about Knoxville.
6:15 to go. Here this first quarter, Atlantic up 14-0 on a 34-yard pass play from Tristan Hayes to Xavier Darrow. And then Gavin McLaren rambled 30 yards for a touchdown. Here comes the Trojans. Ritter wide right. They'll send Brock Goodrich right left. High backfield behind Tristan Hayes from their own 40. Here's a snap. The pitch to O'Brien. He's got a convoy again. He gets a great block and gets to the 49-yard line. My goodness, Jack Mueller was out there. Reed Woodward was out there. I tell you what, those guys, what a job they're doing.
The offensive line, and it was, and
you talk about Woodward, he talked to us early in the season. This guy spent a ton of time in the weight room going back to last January, and he put on a ton of muscle. And you can see it in his play.
Oh, most definitely.
2nd and 2 Atlantic. They'll take it and hand off to McNeil. He's got the first down to the 47-yard. Fumbled the football.
No, he got ripped.
Picked up by Knoxville. And they've got the ball across the 20, down to the 15, 10-yard line. What a turn of events.
They just stripped it from him. He didn't fumble it.
No, Jackson Clark with the strip and the return. And now the Panthers have tremendous field position in the Armor Insurance red zone, way down to the 10-yard line of the Trojans.
Well, that's where it pays off sometimes to tackle the football, because they tackled the football and took it right out of his hands when he was going for his 3rd and 4th try to get the first down.
5:25 to go in the first quarter. Atlantic up 14-0, and there's the big turnover now in the Armor Insurance red zone. To make sure your protection never breaks down, call Armor Insurance, 712-243-1951. Out of the gun, Woolsey, 3 receivers right for the 10. Woolsey steps back all kinds of time, fires over the middle, caught, touchdown, Knoxville as they go to Eli Fuller on a 10-yarder. And just like that, the Panthers on the board.
They're back in it. And that was a good throw, a very tight, guy was wide open.
So the extra point coming up, Finnegan will attempt the PAT. Finnegan is senior, a 5'9" senior, 135 pounds. 14-6 Atlantic, 5:20 to go. There's the kick on the way, and it is just over and good. Well, the Knoxville Panthers on the board. They get the fumble recovery. Clark takes it down to the 10, and then the pass into the end zone, and it is a 14-7 Atlantic lead. We'll take a 30-second break. We're back right after this.
Get ready for a fresh start at Greg Young Atlantic. Our Greg Young Fresh Start program helps you hit the road with confidence, overcome credit challenges with personalized financing, and a wide selection of great vehicles. Visit us today to find your brand new Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram, or check out our huge pre-owned selection at GregYoungAtlantic.com and GregYoungCDJRAtlantic.com. And to apply. Don't miss out on this incredible offer. Here at Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
All right. Here we go.
Welcome back to Atlantic, and it's a 14-7 Trojan lead. Knoxville, what a job with that Clark pick. When I say pick, he stole the ball.
Yeah, he stole the ball.
Returned it down to the 10, and then the pass to Eli Fuller for 10 yards. So now Knoxville will kick it away with 5:20 to go. Here in this first quarter play, 14-7 Atlantic of the Sea Pros. Here's the kick, a line drive to McNeil at the 10. McNeil straight at the middle, 15. Now cuts left side, gets to the 20, 25, spins off a tackle, 30-yard line, and he's going to be thrown out of bounds. On the far side of the 34, 35 of Atlantic, first down and 10. Nice return by McNeil.
Did a little spin move, got away, got an extra 6 or 7 yards out of that. That's a good run, good wall by the Trojans.
So a 25-yard return. 5:10 to go in the first quarter. The Sea Pros scoreboard. Atlantic up 14-7. They led 14-0 before the turnover and the touch by the Panthers. Atlantic will come up with Ritter wide left. 2 receivers to the right, but they're tight end, Darrow and Goodrich. High backfield behind Hayes. From his 35, handoff to Tyson O'Brien right up the middle, and it's plugged quickly by Knoxville. And Hayes, O'Brien gets not much, maybe a yard and a half.
Yes.
We'll call it second down and 9, Perry.
Yeah, that was a good defensive play by Knoxville. I mean, they stuffed the middle. I mean, they know we're going to run most of the time, so they're kind of doing what Winterset did last week and kind of loading the box up.
4:45 to go in the first quarter of the Sea Pros scoreboard. They'll send a receiver to the right. That's Corbin Ritter. High backfield behind Hayes, the quarterback. Goodrich and Xavier Darrow to the left now. McLaren wing left. Here's a snap. Another convoy on the left side. O'Brien gets across the 40-yard line. He picks up 4 on the play. Looked like that might open up. But now Knoxville has made some adjustments defensively, and they're stringing those out. And that's going to bring up a third down and about 4 for the Trojans, 3rd and 5. Clark made the stop, the linebacker, for Knoxville. 4:07 to play first quarter. Ball far hash mark, just shy of the 40-yard line. In fact, it's right on the 40-yard line. The nose just tickling the 40. Trojans send 1 receiver left, double tight end set. Hayes under center. He wants to throw the football and roll out right. Still running. Now he'll launch it. It is incomplete. Well, it was Goodrich, and boy, I tell you what, he had like 3 puppy dogs following him to the sideline.
Yeah,
I mean, they had coverage, but they were behind him.
Yeah, that. Well, maybe Hayes might have maybe tucked it and run, but.
Well, I tell you what, the Panthers have turned the tide. Atlantic led 14-0, and then the big turnover, the fumble, and now they turn the Trojans away. 4th down and 5. Atlantic, they're going to have to punt the football with 3:48 to go in this first quarter, and a 14-7 lead. Snap back, and the punt by Xander.
Nice.
Killian hits to the 19, takes a Trojan bounce inside the 15-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 13 or the 12 of the Knoxville Panthers. So great punt by
and he's a
Killian.
freshman?
He's a freshman.
Wow, good for us.
Yeah, he's got a leg on him.
He does.
3:39 to go in the first quarter of the Sea Pros scoreboard. And a first down and 10 for Knoxville at their own 12-yard line. Atlantic with a 14-7 lead. They've done a pretty good job on defense, except when they got deep in the red zone, they found Fuller wide open for a touchdown. We'll see what they dial up here. Football at their own 12. 3:39 to go in the first quarter. 3 receivers to the right, 1 left. Stanley, the lone setback. Here's the snap back to Woolsey. And he's going to throw it. Spot pass complete on the far side. And they get up to about the 13 near 14-yard line. Not much there. Good job of the Trojan defense.
Yep, very good job.
Witzman was there. Nelson was there. Higginbotham made the catch. And Jake Wells made the stop. 2nd down and 9. The ball at the 13 now of Knoxville. 3:17 to go here in this first quarter period.
Does Knoxville actually hand the ball off to a running back?
We haven't seen a rush yet, have we?
Besides the quarterback scrambling?
Yeah,
No.
I think you're right. It's been a whole pass here in the first quarter. 2nd and 9 for the 13. Here's a snap back to Woolsey. He's going to throw the football. Now here comes the rush, and Sorensen had the pressure. Here comes Woolsey on the run. 15. He gets to the 20 and brought down at the 22. They're going to say his knee went down at the 21. Not quite a first down. 3rd down and short here. The ball at the 21-yard line of Knoxville. So they moved from the 12 to 21.
But again, 43, Bow had to tackle. He stayed. I mean, I think they're keeping – he almost had to tackle. But it just – this quarterback looks like he's a little hard to bring down.
No doubt they're spying on the quarterback, and that's Wales. Number 43 out there is spying on the QB. 3rd down and 1 for Knoxville at their own 21. Here's the pass, and it is incomplete. They wanted to Magana on the far side, and the coverage by Grant Petty. 4th down and 1, and well, they're going to have to punt the football. I don't. We haven't seen them run.
No.
I mean, surely they won't go for it.
They are
back at their own 21.
They're gonna try a hard count.
It's going to be a hard count attempt. 2:12 to go in the first quarter. Atlantic up 14-7 the Seed Pro scoreboard. Here come the Panthers way back at their own 21. On a 4th and 1, they're going to go for it. Under center, Woolsey. He'll take the snap, hand off to Higginbotham, cuts up, has a first down, 25, and he gets to the 32-yard line. They're going to mark it as a 33.
Wow, that's a gutsy call, but a good call.
A gain of 12, and Knoxville has the upper hand right now.
Yep, and that's their first run.
In fact, a gain of 13 because you're going to mark it up to 34 of Knoxville. So they started the drive at their own 12, and they moved the ball 22 yards in this drive out of the hole. 2:09 to go in the first quarter. Atlantic up 14-7 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Ball on the far hash mark. Higginbotham wide left. Magana and Connor wide right. They have 3 receivers now to the right side. Woolsey, the quarterback, out of the gun. From his own 34 and a first down. A brown shoe fit first down. Back to pass. Woolsey again. Head fake. Fires. Caught by Higginbotham. And he's going to get up across the 35 to about the 37. And I stand corrected. That was Magana who made the catch, not Higginbotham. So they'll take the ball up to the 37.5-yard line with 1:36 to play first quarter. 2nd down. And about 70 yards to go. 2nd and 6 for Knoxville.
Yeah, I'm kind of watching this O-line. I mean, Knoxville's O-line, they're doing a pretty good job protecting the quarterback, but he throws it so fast.
Ball at the 37-yard line. Quarterback is Magana's near side. The quarterback, Woolsey, takes the snap. He's going to throw it again. Fires, and it is incomplete. Kenny Jewell had good coverage on Ryland Robinson, the intended target. 3rd down and 6, and they have yet to run the ball.
Once. They did that once. Well,
they did? Okay.
They get down to
You're
4th
right.
down.
On the sweep.
Yeah.
We'll give them that. You're right.
But I can see why we're probably going to go until midnight. Wait, the clock stops every time the ball hits the ground.
3rd down and 6 for Knoxville as their own 37-yard line. 1:09 to play here in this first quarter. And in the shotgun, Woolsey back in motion. Higginbotham. He'll get the hand. Nope, he's going to keep it. Woolsey across the 35. And he is smothered at the 37, led by Jake Wales.
Yep.
That's your spy you talked about earlier. Big defense by Atlantic. They're going to get the momentum back here as they force a 4th and 6 now at the 37-yard line of the Panthers with 50 seconds to go here in this first quarter. Atlantic up 14-7. Credit the defense. Knoxville kind of had the worm change there for a moment. And Magana will punt it again. Deep backs Hanson and Kenny Jewell now the deep backs for Atlantic. 31 seconds on the clock. Here in the first quarter, there's the snap, a good one. And Magana steps into it and gets a high kick, spiraling to Kenny Jewell at the 26. Now cuts back near side 30. He's got some room, gets a block. 40, 45, 50. Jewell down the near sideline, 40, 35, and he's crushed at about the 42-yard line. What a return at the 32-yard line of Knoxville. Wow.
71 for Atlantic, made a key. I just dropped him like a bad habit.
That's Jack Muller.
Yeah.
Let's go to Kevin Ferguson. It's been a while. Kevin, your comments here. Atlantic's got the momentum back.
Well, you know, it is a game of momentum, and they needed it. It's been exciting a game to watch so far, but, 7 would be good, guys.
Most definitely.
Hey,
12 seconds to go here in this first quarter. Atlantic at a 1st and 10, the 32 of Knoxville. Here's McLaren right up the gut, and he spins to the 25, a gain of 7. And that's going to be it here in the first quarter. The Trojans with a 14-7 lead on the Seed Pro scoreboard, and they're moving. 2nd down and 3 when we come back for the second quarter. Back in a minute on 95.7 FM and our live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
The Super Bowl in Atlantic is a great place to have your next celebration. Birthday parties, family outings, date nights, or just hanging out with friends. The Super Bowl is the place to be. With Glow Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights, and ramps and bumpers for the kids, anyone can have a blast at the Super Bowl. Call Dan today at 243-4656 to reserve your lane and get ready for fun.
And welcome back to Atlantic. Trojans with the football on second down at 3 at the 25 of Knoxville. The Panthers got their score. They trailed 14-0. Clark with the fumble recovery actually stripped the ball from Ethan McNeil. And he drove all the way down to the 10. Then a 10-yard pass from Woolsey to Fuller. And that cut the Trojan lead in half, 14-7. We start the second quarter with the ball on the 25 near that Armor Insurance red zone. And Nelson, one receiver wide left. Atlantic with a football. This is O'Hara wide left. Here's a snap, the handoff to O'Brien. He runs through a crowd and breaks through across the 23 to the 21. And he's going to get the first down. A brown shoe fit first down near that Armor Insurance red zone, Perry.
Yeah, that's a good hole. But it filled fast, but still got the first down, and that's what we were shooting for.
11:50 to go here in this first half of play. Atlantic leading 14-7 on the Sea Pro scoreboard. The ball is spotted just outside the 20 at the 21. Near that Armor Insurance red zone. Ritter wide right. O'Hara wide left. Eye backfield behind Hayes. Hayes under center takes it. Pitch back to O'Brien. Gets a block. McLaren across the 20. And it closed in a hurry. Great job by Magana, the defensive back, to come up and make the solo stop for Knoxville. They'll have the ball at the 20. Gain of just a yard, Perry. Second and 1.
It's just I don't know. I think Knoxville's kind of got some things figured out, but at the same time they don't. So, but they know we get a lot of our yards on our sweeps.
Yes.
And they just kind of load everything up. They know what's going on.
You're right. They're stringing those out. Higginbotham, that one defense. And look at that. Now they've got 4 men in the box. Now 5. Snap to Hayes, hands off to O'Brien, gets a block from McLaren, gets across the 15 down to the 10, and they're going to mark it at the 9-yard line. A gain of 11 yards for O'Brien, and a brown shoe fit first down for the Trojans.
And we saw McLaren make a good block, but what I loved seeing that play was our receiver was doing the block to help get that first down. So it was great to see that receiver of Atlantic making a good block. At 25.
Armor Insurance red zone brought to you by Armor Insurance. To make sure your protection never breaks down, call Armor Insurance at 712-243-1951. Atlantic has had a lot of first downs this season, so I think people have that phone number memorized now.
Probably.
They've been the Armor Insurance red zone all season. First and goal from the 9. Hayes pitch back to O'Brien. Cuts around the right side inside the 5, and he gets in the touchdown, Trojans. Oh, he tight-roped the right sideline. And Atlantic now back up by 2 touchdowns, 20-7.
But he followed his blocks. The linemen were out there blocking, and the receivers are out there. It's nice to see this offense, just to see the blocking. It's just neat to see.
So 10-12 to go here in the first half.
Wait a minute, we had a penalty.
We didn't see the flag.
I didn't see no flag.
On the first quarter ended on the South 25. The winner for the first quarter.
So they're going to take it back to the 19-yard line.
Well, I don't know what the penalty was. Did anybody see that?
Well, I think it's holding. They marked it 10. Back now to the 19. Trojans have it a first and 19. And under center, Hayes, high backfield behind him. Spot pass caught on the right side, and Ritter gets all the way down to the 10, so they get a chunk back there. About a 9-yard gain. Corbin Ritter, the right side receiver, made the catch.
It was a nice throw, though. A nice tight throw.
Good short pass.
Yep.
They'll actually mark it at the 11-yard line. Now it's Second down and goal from the 11 of Knoxville. So we take back the touchdown. It's 14-7. Atlantic still leads by 7, 9:46 to go.
Man, that's got to be our second or third time this year we've scored it, but penalty takes us back out.
Yeah, at least. Ritter wide left. He has one touchdown catch this season. Receiver to the right under center. Hayes, high backfield behind him. Hayes backpedals. He's going to throw the football. Rose left. He's going to fire, and it is incomplete. Ritter was the intended receiver, and he was well covered in the end zone. So now it's going to bring up a third down and goal from the 11. We're in Hayden Thompson field goal territory, by the way.
Right, but it was smart of Hayes. Knew he didn't want to. These guys were coming down on him, like a tree falling in the forest. There was no way he's getting out of the way. He got smart and just threw it out of bounds.
Anybody hear it?
Everybody saw him throw that out of bounds.
Well, I'm talking about the tree.
Oh, yeah, no. You're not hearing that.
3rd and 11 for the Trojans. 3rd and goal from the 11. 9:25 to go in the half. 14-7 Trojans to the Seed Pro scoreboard. High backfield. The pitch goes to O'Brien. He's going to get the edge. He's going to go. Oh, here comes a tackle. And they get him down the back of the 14. Oh, what a great job by the linebacker, Gorsuch, I believe. And check that. No, I believe that was Clark again. Jackson Clark, the linebacker, got in there and made the tackle.
He's everywhere.
He has had a great first half. The ball now at the 14-yard line of Knoxville. 4th and goal from the 14. So a 32-yard attempt for Hayden Thompson. He's going to try to make this a 17-7 game. And there's the kick. It's up, and it is no good. Knoxville holds the Trojans. They were down to the 9-yard line. They couldn't finish. And now the Panthers get the ball back with 8:37 to play here in this first half. We'll see if they dial up here. Let's go to Kevin Ferguson. Kevin, your thoughts?
Well, I think the big difference you're seeing on defense for Knoxville is the fact that those front 4 or 5 are holding up our linemen and not letting them get to that second level, Perry. And that opens up those linebackers because nobody's getting out on them.
Yeah, it's so true, Ferg. So true.
Here we go. Knoxville, the first down at 10th, their own 20. Woolsey has 2 in the backfield now, and Trojan were short a man. They finally get him in there. He's going to be at the right tackle. Snap and the handoff, and here comes O'Connor across the 25. Flag is thrown. He gets to the 29. Deshaun Connor now in the backfield. They ran 2 setbacks that time instead of 1, and Connor the ball carrier.
There's the flag.
He picked up 9. The flag thrown back at the 23. Holding Panthers.
Offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay.
So he's first down at 16.
So that answers why they got the 9 yards.
Yeah.
With Holt getting held.
They're going to mark it back at the 10-yard line of Knoxville. And it's going to be a first down again. Back at the 10. They need to get to the 30. 1st and 20. 8:31 to go here. Atlantic up 14-7 the Seed Pro scoreboard. A Xavier Darrow catch and a Gav McLaren run. That's the Trojan scores. Snap back to Woolsey. He'll hand off to Snow. Woolsey keeps the football across the 15, and he's spun down at about the 19-yard line. He picked up a lot of that back. Gain of 9. It's going to bring up a second down and 11, just shy of the 20.
Oh.
So that was just a nice spinner move by the quarterback Woolsey. And
our spy linebacker fell for the fake run is what happened. I watched it.
7:59 to go, first half. Atlantic up 14-7 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Receivers all over the place for Knoxville on a second down and 11. Here's the pass caught, and I believe it's caught by Fuller. Yep, he made the catch, and not much there. He picked up about 3 yards of the play, up to about the 23. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 6 for the Panthers. Fuller had that touchdown catch earlier of 10 yards. Woolsey will bring him up here on a 3rd down and 6 from the 24 of Knoxville. 7:24 to play in the first half of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Twin receivers left, twin right. Now the shotgun, and Woolsey. Here's the snap. Woolsey to throw. How's time? Fires, and it is caught. First down to the 32. Higginbotham, the receiver, he has over 270 yards coming in and receiving yards, and he gets the catch at a 1st and 10.
That quarterback can throw it. He's just spot on with his throws.
Our live stream powered by Dishnet, and our audio stream brought to you by Greg Young Automotive Group in Atlantic. They go the extra mile. 1st down and 10 for Knoxville. They'll send 2 to the right, Fuller and Magana. 2 setbacks for Woolsey out of the gun for the 32. 1st down and 10. Now he looks to sideline to change the play. Here's the snap back to Woolsey. And the handoff to Connor, right up the gut across the 35-40, breaks the tackle, runs through it, and then he's brought down close to the yard of gain. There you get the 1st down. Another brown shoe fit 1st down for Knoxville.
Yeah.
They get up to the 43-yard line. Connor, not a big guy, but he's slick. And he's able to hustle up for a 1st down.
He got hit pretty hard, though, when he went out of bounds.
Joaquin Wales made the stop, the linebacker for Atlantic. 6.5 to play 1st half. Trojans up 14-7, but the Knoxville Panthers are driving. Football at their own 43. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Now the gun, Woolsey. He takes the snap. He's going to throw it again. Here comes a pressure, and he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They finally got some pressure on him, and that was Carter Witzman, the defensive end, to make the stop.
Nice pressure on the quarterback.
Number 47, Witzman.
So Witzman gets Woolsey for a 4-yard loss, and that's how you stop the passing game right there.
Right.
Under 6 to play 1st half of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Lining up 14-7, 2nd down at 13 for the Panthers at their own 40-yard line. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Stanley in the backfield with Woolsey out of the gun. They'll throw it again. Here's the snap, and Woolsey steps back. Here comes the pressure, and they throw him down again. They get him again.
2 in a row. You got to like that.
That was the other DN, Evan Sorensen.
Woolsey brought down in the back.
He raced in for the right side and knocked him down, and now it's 3rd and a mile.
Yeah. I mean,
that's 19, excuse me.
No, my bad. That's great they're getting to him, but one of these times it'd be nice just to tattoo him. You know, get him a little ruffled.
5:10 to go in the 1st half of the Seed Pros scoreboard. 14-7 Trojans. Panthers have a 3rd and 19 from their own 34. Twins left and right. Woolsey now changing the play again out of the shotgun. Here's the snap back to Woolsey. He's going to have to go a little deeper this time on the play. He'll fire, caught on the far side. It is a pickup to the 46. And again, that's Fuller that made the catch, but not even close to a 1st down. Atlantic's defense holds again.
Good job, defense. They ain't going for it this time.
So they're going to have to punt the football from their own 46 with 4:35 to play in the 1st half of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Atlantic up 14-7. So Magana, he's got his leg warmed up. He's back to punt for Knoxville. Case and Wilder will be a streaker to the right side. He wears number 18. There's the snap. Magana's punt. It's a nice one. A high spiraling punt. McNeil, or Hanson rather, watches it drop inside the 15. Now the 12-yard line. Atlantic has 4:08 to go to get in the end zone, Perry.
Yep, and this is where we know we can do a long drive, sustain and just get that ball. I mean, they just got to kind of play their game. Maybe sneak a pass in once in a great while. That kind of throws them off, that Knoxville defense, when we throw a little pass.
4:07 left on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 1st down and 10 for Atlantic back on their own 13-yard line. Brock Goodrich wide left. Ritter wide to the right side, eye backfield behind Hayes. We're down to 4:07 to go in the half. Handoff O'Brien right behind McLaren. He gets across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Pickup of 4 yards on the play.
Yeah.
2nd down and 6 for the Trojans. 3:52 to go in the 1st half. Well, I tell you, Atlantic needs a touchdown here.
Well,
really, I mean, it's because Knoxville's such a big play team.
Exactly.
We haven't seen that big play yet. They missed a pass because of the pressure. 2nd and 6 with 17. Snap to Hayes. He wants to throw. Rolls left. Gets a block. Fires, and it is intercepted.
No,
and then
dropped it.
Oh, my goodness. Clark had the pick and just couldn't hang on to it, but that guy's pesky.
Right. Well, actually, McLaren, our fullback that he was throwing to, was smart and ripped the ball out of the dude's hand when he was going out of bounds. So that's good.
Third down and 6 for Atlantic. 3:26 to go in the first half. Football back of the Trojans 17, 14-7 Trojans with the lead on the Seed Pro scoreboard. We'll see if they dial up here. Ball back at the own 17-yard line. Hayes will set up under center eye backfield behind him. Now they'll shift to the right with Brock Goodrich and Xavier Darrell. Here's the snap and the pitch. O'Brien has a convoy ahead of him. He gets across the 20, 25,
nice
30.
blocking.
There he goes. 40, 45, 50, 40, 30. Everybody in his rearview mirror. 5 touchdown Trojans.
No flags. I see no flags. That was awesome blocking. People are watching on TV. You saw something special. There was some good blocking right there on that play.
83-yard run for Tyson O'Brien. And that may be our Dvorak Tire long distance play of the game.
Wow. Again, all from the great blocking. And there was some pads popping. I heard him up here.
He came behind McLaren, did a little push, and cut inside and then got outside, and he is fast.
Yeah, he is.
He is fast. O'Brien with a TD for the Trojans.
Not bad.
Thompson's extra point is up, and it is good. The Atlantic 21, Knoxville 7. 3:10 to go in the half. We're back in 30 seconds.
At Seed Pros, our mission is to be your business partner every day of every season.
Pioneer Hybrid International was founded in Iowa back in 1926 and is still American today. Not many other seed providers can make that claim.
We partner with you to continually push the limits by combining elite seed genetics, local infield knowledge, along with customer service second to none.
We are with you from the word go. Contact Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, Nick Knudsen, or John Becker to partner with a team that puts your business needs first.
All right.
Welcome back to Trojan Bowl. 3:10 to go here in this first half of play. Let's go to Fergie there on the sideline. Fergie, how about that?
Boy, I tell you what, that was something, wasn't it? Just when you think, oh, third and whatever, and then boom, there you go. Who needs a passing game when you can do that, Perry Fief? And the blocking was just spot on, baby.
It was. And O'Brien, he knows how to read his blocks, which is really cool. He kind of told him where to go just so he knew where he was going.
Yep. It was a beautiful thing.
He was driving the truck there.
Oh,
he steered this guy right into the block and then broke free, and he is fast.
He forgot.
I tell you what, I needed oxygen after that run.
Yeah, no kidding.
3:10 left in the half, 21-7 Atlantic. Thompson will punt it, or kick it to the tee, and it's going to be bouncing to the 20, 25, 30, 35, breaks outside 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, and brought down at the 40-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle. Wow, a great return.
Awesome return by them guys.
Yeah, that was Wilder on the return.
Wilder's return is 41 yards.
And it's going to be a first down and 10. Knoxville's got really good field position here.
39-yard line.
And the Trojans are getting a touchdown saving tackle from Tommy
Killian.
Xander Killian made the tackle. So here we go. Ball at the 39-yard line of the Trojans. 3:03 to go. Here in this first half, Atlantic up 21-7. That score's in jeopardy. Woolsey out of the shotgun, twins left and right. Here's the snap. Play action fake. Woolsey wants to throw. There's holding there. There's the throw caught. Everybody saw that. 50. My goodness.
Wow.
Actually tackled Carter Witzman trying to get to the quarterback.
Yeah, but laid on him. You can't do that.
Called. It was a completed pass. A gain of 7. And the ball at the 32. And we don't like to jump on the officials, but that was very obvious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, I think these people.
And now, that 3rd and 3. The ball at the 32-yard line of Atlantic. 2:27 to play first half. Twin receivers left, twin right for Woolsey, the quarterback. 2:20 to go in the half. There's the snap back to Woolsey. He's going to throw the football. Here it is, a deep one. He's got a man, and he overthrew him.
Oh.
Now they're going to throw a flag. That ball was not even close to being caught.
Not even close. But you can't go against the officials. They run the game.
That one way overthrown, not even close, and they called pass interference on Atlantic. 2:12 to go in the half. Unbelievable.
Pass interference.
Oh, my goodness.
15-yard penalty, first down.
2:12 to go in the half, and Knoxville gets two big breaks. One a hold, and now the pass interference call and a pass that wasn't even close. We've got a timeout call as Coach Satoff wants to talk to his defense.
Yep, because that's probably got them a little upset.
Ball down the 17-yard line. They will take a timeout with them back in a half a minute.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
So we're still in the huddle.
Cell phone turned in up here as well.
Welcome back to Trojan Bowl. 2:12 to go in the first half. Knoxville with a couple of big breaks now. They're down inside the Trojan 20-yard line. And then Armor Insurance red zone on a first down and 10. A brown shoe fit first down. Armor Insurance red zone to make sure your protection never breaks down. Call Armor Insurance at 712-243-1951. So here we go. They're going to mark the ball at about the 17 of Atlantic.
And this area right here is where that's quarterback for Knoxville is kind of good. I mean, he's really good with these short passes with, right here that we've seen so far.
And he'll send three receivers left, Perry, and they'll go a couple of receivers to the right. Empty backfield for Woolsey, the quarterback. First down and 10, the Trojans 17. Here's a snap back to Woolsey. He's going to fire. It is caught. Touchdown, Knoxville. Oh, my goodness. Wilder made the catch on a 17-yard play, and the Panthers right back in this thing.
Yes, they are. I mean, they marched right down the field with the help of us, but still, I told you, this quarterback, he throws a just nice tight spiral right where it needs to be.
So the extra point by Finnegan is forthcoming. 21-13 Atlantic with the lead on the Seed Pros scoreboard, but how about Knoxville? They're opening up the playbook there, and Wilder made the catch of the touchdown of 17 yards. There's a snap, and the kick is up, and it is good.
Wow.
He got it to go just
He hit
over.
the band. It didn't go over the band. He hit in the band.
And the Panther kickoff coming up. 2:07 to play first half. And it's 21-14 Atlantic back in 30 seconds.
Thinking about what you want to do in retirement can be fun, and planning for it doesn't have to be difficult. According to Money Guide Incorporated, only 3 out of 10 Americans have a financial plan, and 1/3 report they have no retirement savings. Financial planning is not just all about assets, investments, and net worth. It's about identifying your financial goals. Hi, I'm Erin Friend, a certified financial planner and registered investment advisor. We help you create a customized financial plan based on your expectations, financial situations, and goals. Please contact me, Erin Friend, at 712-207-3521.
All right.
Welcome back to Atlantic. Well, it's a first down and 10, and then a pass, a 17-yarder to the end zone. And with 2:07 to play, it is a 21-14 Atlantic lead. And credit Knoxville.
They came to play. I mean,
Number 5, Finnegan for the Panthers.
I heard that coach. They're talking in your coach's deal, and he said they're playing with the big boys tonight, and they're sticking right with them.
So the kickoff by Finnegan coming up, and it's a high end over end, and McNeil will take it to the 5-yard line. Look out. 10, 15, he cuts near side, 20, 25, a flag thrown for balk in the back by the Trojans back at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, he always catches us with the box in the back, don't he?
So the Trojans will get penalized for that. And they'll have to. I saw that one. 1:59 to go here in this first half, and they'll back it up. Trojans will have a mile to go here with a $1:59 to go in the first half, leading 21-14 of the Seed Pros scoreboard. The ball back at the 15 of the Trojans. Now again, Here we go. First down at 10, Atlantic at their own 15. They need a big play here. High backfield behind Hayes. Hand off to McLaren. Breaks through and pushes a pile for a couple of yards to the 17. Second down and 8. And good job by Knoxville again.
They stuffing that box.
Stuffed that up. And Maluga made the stop. Second and 8 for the 17. Hayes shotgun. Snap back to Hayes. He'll fire. It is incomplete. Tip by Knoxville. It was intended for Goodrich on the right side. So second down goes to third down and 8 period.
Yeah. They tried something quick and it didn't quite work. But I was surprised D. Lyman, he jumped up to knock it down, so good for him.
1:32 to go on the clock, and Hayes will join the huddle. Third down and 8 for the 17 of Atlantic. Second down goes to third. Third and 8. 1:32 to go. Two receivers left, two right for the Trojans. Hayes out of the shotgun, takes the snap, steps up in the pocket. He's going to launch one deep. He's got a man. Hanson incomplete. Hanson was open. He beat his man. Garrison down the near sideline. He just overshot him.
Just overshot him. That's a good throw. Just a little too hard.
So fourth down for the Trojans. And they'll have to punt the football.
Number 16, Magana, deep back.
And so they got 16 is back for Winterset. What do they call him? Magana?
Magana is deep. He's back his 45-yard line, the Trojans. And Xander.
Jeez, Atlantic, come on.
They're going to get Rudy in there. And Xander Killian will step back. Now Atlantic's got to call a timeout. 1:32 on the clock, 21-14. Trojans hanging on to the lead here in the first half. We're back in 30 seconds.
This segment of Did You Know by Amy Jo is about hydraulic hoses. Well, guess what? They break. And at the worst times possible, too. Atlantic Egg and Auto can build you a new hydraulic hose most of the time faster than it takes you to even get to town. Now, don't begin a ticket racing to town to see me. Since you're here, you might as well get more hydraulic fluid, shop towels, detailing supplies, and fresh cab to keep those rodents out. Atlantic and Audubon Egg and Auto, your only locally owned CarQuest Auto Parts stores.
All the volunteer help tonight in the stand.
Welcome back to Trojan Bowl. 1:32 to play. Fourth down and 8 for Atlantic at their own 17-yard line. For 21-14, Trojans lead, and Knoxville they're explosive, and boy, they could tie this thing up. They've got plenty of time.
Most definitely.
They're going to need a good punt by Killian, the freshman, right now. From his 5, and Killian punts it away. It's a beauty. Down the near sideline, hits out of bounds at the 46 of Knoxville. So he gets it out of Trojan territory. And the Trojan defense going to have to buckle down. Boy, credit the Panthers, though. They have really turned the tide here. Let's go to Kevin Ferguson. Kevin?
Yeah, the tide is at surge level highs. It's really kind of crazy how this game has gone. You kind of expected Atlantic to control that line of scrimmage and run the ball a little more, and it's just not working today.
Football back at the 48 of Knoxville. They've got a chance here with 1:26 to go in the half. Rolls the other shotgun, 3 receivers left, takes the snap, fires near side, caught by Connor across the 50, down to the 40-70-yard line of Atlantic. A pickup of 5, second and 5 for Knoxville, and Connor was smart to get out of bounds.
Oh, most definitely didn't waste. They still got their 3 timeouts too.
1:22 to go here in the first half. 21-14 Atlantic with the lead of the Steve Pros scoreboard. Knoxville at the 40-70-yard line of Atlantic, and a brown shoe fit first down. And they'll send Fuller wide left with Magana and Higginbotham. Higginbotham, lead receiver with just a couple of catches and a big run. There's a snap back to Woolsey out of the shotgun. He'll set up to throw. Fires, and it is caught by Connor at the 45 of Atlantic, and then he's hit hard. Oh, was he hit by Evan Sorensen?
They might want to see if his wisdom teeth are on the ground.
Boy, and Connor got right back up, but he's just shy of the first down by a couple of yards. A good gain by Knoxville. They want to call a timeout. And a big hit by Sorensen inside the 45 down the 44. 1:12 on the clock. Timeout Panthers. We'll take it with them back in 30.
The weather is changing. It's time for the leaves to change colors, hoodies, football, and crops to come out of the fields. The changing weather is a good time to remind you of your changing insurance needs. Hi, this is Lucas Mosier at Armor Insurance, and we will sit down and go over your current coverage so when you're out working in the fields, you feel confident that we have you covered from your fields to your house to your vehicles that you drive. Because at Armor Insurance, we're here to protect you. Armor Insurance with offices in Atlantic, Griswold, and Council Bluffs.
Welcome back to Trojan Bowl. Timeout called. 1:12 to go here in the first half. Quite a half it's been, Perry.
Oh, man. I should have brought some Rolaids up or something.
3rd down and 2 for the Panthers at the 44-yard line of Atlantic. They came back. The Panthers came out, and they're going to go back and talk to Coach Duncan again. They've got something dialed up here.
Most definitely. First, watch the hard count.
3rd down and 2. Knoxville at the 44 of Atlantic. They'll send 3 receivers, 2 left. 2 in the slot on the left side. Higginbotham wide right. Woolsey under center. Takes it. Hands off to Higginbotham. He rolls to the left side. He's in trouble. He is stacked up. He's dropped for a loss. Way back across the 45. They're going to mark the football.
Yep.
At about the 46-yard line.
They say they kept him inbound, so they had to waste a timeout. Or I meant Knoxville.
So 3rd down. Now they call another timeout. And we've got 1 more to go, and we're going to take it with them. We're back in 30.
It's a big deal for little money at Olson's BP for the month of September. Buy any mini Godfather's pizza with a 24-ounce fountain drink for just $5.49. Other coupons not valid with this offer. So head on down to Olson's BP on 2nd Street right here in Atlantic for the September special. Buy any mini Godfather's pizza with a 24-ounce fountain drink for just $5.49. Olson's BP in Atlantic, the keep you going store.
Welcome back to Trojan Bowl. And 4th down and 5 here. I'm going to get a sore shoulder here.
Well, you know, we got some funny things going on in this press box.
Well, we had a little internet issue, and then we've actually gone to our audio on our video camera, and so we're now getting a different way of getting commercials. And Perry knows when it comes back, so he hits me on the shoulder.
Well,
from the 46 of Atlantic, snap back defending it. He's going to punt it away. It's a high punt, and it is going to go out of bounds to the 21 of Atlantic. 54 seconds on the clock. Trojans still have that big playability on the ground.
Well, and here's the good thing. I mean, we stopped them. I mean,
yeah.
Hey, because I thought I was getting nervous. It's like, all right, they could score right before half, and Atlantic held their own. Good for them, and did not. So now we can breathe.
Don't forget Perry's Word of the Week coming up at the end of the show. I already have one in mind, but I'm not going to say it. But 1st down and 10, Atlantic. They're on 21, 54 seconds to go on the half, up 21-14. Here's the pitch back to O'Brien. He's got a block. McLaren, he got 2. 25, near side, runs out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. McLaren took out 2 guys, Perry.
Yeah. I got to quit laughing.
No, that was good. I mean,
oh, my goodness. The last one he landed on, and I can't believe he's even got up. That 48 is going to be hurting tomorrow.
It's like a bowling ball. McLaren, he got one, and he got the spare.
It's like when one ball's on, or the one pin's on one side and one's on the other, and you somehow get them both.
Yeah, McLaren led the way on that sweep left. 2nd down and 1 for Atlantic at the 30. And off to Brian, and he gets the 1st down, but it's hard going. Gets up to the 34-yard line. Gain of 4 at 1st down and 10. Brown shift at 1st down. 36 seconds to go in the first half.
And it stops the clock long enough to move the chains, and the Atlantic's already lined up. Oh, wait.
Now they're going to
Coach called it done.
They're going to call a timeout. Good for Burmer. And we'll keep it. We'll take a 30-second break. We're back right after this.
State Farm is there.
Welcome back to Trojan Bowl. Tom Robinson, Perry Fief. And let's go to Kevin Ferguson on the sidelines. Kevin, your take here as we got 28 seconds to go.
Well, you know, I think right now, going into half, whether you score or not, what we're seeing so far is the Trojans are reestablishing that line of scrimmage and dominance. And I'd really like to see them finish this half, even though it's just 28 seconds, just doing the same. Keep it on the ground. Don't give them any points. Just dominate.
1st down and 10 Atlantic. A Brown shift at 1st down. They're on 34. Snap back to Hayes. Reverse. Here's Goodrich.
Nice
gets
block.
a block across the 40, 45. Gets another block. He's going to go. 30, 25. 20, breaks the tackle and stumbles inside the 10. A reverse play. Who got that block?
It was a great block to make that huge hole. They got it down the ball.
So the ball, they get in the Armor Insurance red zone. That number is 712-243-1951 at Armor Insurance. And they've got to move the chains.
They called the timeout.
And Atlantic calls it.
No, Knoxville called the timeout.
And Atlantic has a ball all the way down to the 10. Brock Goodrich on a reverse play. What speed by Goodrich, huh?
I didn't think he had that speed.
Oh, my goodness.
They're going to probably want to crew him for track. Holy moly. You might want to ask Fergie who made that massive, awesome block. Did you catch that?
I did not, Perry. I'm sorry. I was just shocked that was coming to him and split outside that big. And the hole was like the size of the Trojan head on the middle of the floor.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
You know, and there again, I got to go back. The Bears got some new dancing shoes, doesn't it?
They do for Fergie.
That was what they got to play smart here.
Atlantic down to the 9-yard line and Goodrich run. He was racing. He was just tackled inside the 10 at the 9. So Atlantic has 17 seconds. Plenty of time with Thompson's field goal range here. Atlantic up 21-14 on the C-Pro scoreboard. 17 seconds to go in the half. Twin receivers right, twin left. Shotgun is Hayes. Here is in motion now O'Hara to the right side. Snap back to Hayes. He's going to throw the football. He fires over the middle and he's incomplete. And
there's the pass interference. I mean,
that was obvious.
I looked like, man, it was like hugged him like they were dancing there for a minute.
Even Cody Weaver behind the camera.
Yeah, that's a hug. There's Fergie's bear hug right there. Your bears are dancing, Ferg.
The ball down to the 5 now. They're going to take it inside the 5-yard line, just inside the 5. And the Trojans have a first down and goal. Now they got 13 seconds to get to the end zone. They have a 21-14 lead. We'll see what they bring here, and I would just give it to McLaren.
Well,
give it
but you got no time.
Here we go, and no timeouts. You're right. Hayes out of the gun. First and goal from the 5. He'll take the snap. Hands off to McLaren, racing left. He's got it. Touchdown, Trojans.
You were right. I should never doubt you, Mr. Robinson. Look for no flags. No flags. Okay. That was sweet.
Touchdown, Trojans. McLaren's second. TD in the half. Atlantic up now 27-14 in the C-Pro scoreboard.
And I think these defensive linemen, or the defense, they're surprised how fast a 250-pound fullback is.
He runs a 4.640.
Right. I'm just saying that.
Snap set. Thompson's kick is a floater, but it's good. And the Trojans up 28-14. Unbelievable end of the first half.
Oh, man. They need a defibrillator up here just in case.
28-14 Atlantic. McLaren on a 5-yard run with 9 seconds left here in this first half. And the Trojans up by a couple of touchdowns. What a first half of play. Let's go to Fergie there. Fergie?
I'll tell you what, just when you think momentum is against you, momentum is for you, you know, and that's the beautiful thing about this game and the way the Trojans are playing tonight. And, you know, that running game is just pretty spectacular. We got it. And there again, that whole thing was set up by Goodrich and that toss play to the inside as he was in motion. You know, we just haven't seen that.
Man, I wish we could have seen that.
He still gets intercept, Perry.
Yeah, I wish we could have seen who threw that massive block, because that dude, he had a lot of rubber in his helmet.
You know, and that's one thing that I think we've noticed this year about Atlantic is the way they are blocking.
Yeah.
I mean, it is fun to watch them execute on offense. What a job this coaching staff is doing, coaching up these guys, and what a job the players are doing for listening and learning and executing. And watching them throw these blocks is just a thing of beauty. 9 seconds to go. Thompson's kickoff here in a line drive. It's going to bound to Wilder at the 20. Dropped it, regathered it. Wilder now cuts left, breaks the tackle at the 20. Now he's in trouble, reverses field, and he tries to hop to 16. A little bunny step, and Hadley was there.
Oh, there's a flag.
Come on.
And Colin Rudy made the stop. What a job of the Trojan special teams. No time on the clock. We have an injured player, and the band has come on the field. So we still have a flag.
Flag, and you might want to get...
they're going to have to turn around. It's going to be, it's a block in the back. No wonder we have a half ending.
All right.
All right, well, halftime here. 28-14 Atlantic with a 2-touchdown lead on the Seed Pro scoreboard. We're back in a minute and a half.
From start to finish, let Aiken Design Center help you with your kitchen or bathroom ideas. For new designs or remodels, Aiken Design Center will work with you or your contractor to make your dream a reality. If you're not sure what you want, stop into our showroom so our custom designers can help you find what will suit your needs as well as your budget. The Aiken Design Center staff is committed to quality design while meeting your needs. Stop into Aiken today to find out how we can help.
As the seasons change, so should your footwear. Embrace the fall with new arrivals at Brown's Shoe Fit in downtown Atlantic. We've got a fantastic selection of boots, shoes, athletic wear, and Trojan apparel crafted to fit every demand. Plus, new styles arriving daily. For unparalleled comfort, variety, and the perfect fit, visit us at 502 Chestnut Street. Brown's Shoe Fit. Fitting feet for 110 years and counting.
Get ready for a fresh start at Greg Young Atlantic. Our Greg Young Fresh Start program helps you hit the road with confidence, overcome credit challenges with personalized financing, and a wide selection of great vehicles. Visit us today to find your brand new Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram, or check out our huge pre-owned selection at GregYoungAtlantic.com and GregYoungCDJRAtlantic.com. And to apply. Don't miss out on this incredible offer. Here at Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
From start to finish, let Aiken Design Center help you with your kitchen or bathroom ideas. For new designs or remodels, Aiken Design Center will work with you or your contractor to make your dream a reality. If you're not sure what you want, stop into our showroom so our custom designers can help you find what will suit your needs as well as your budget. The Aiken Design Center staff is committed to quality design while meeting your needs. Stop into Aiken today to find out how we can help.
At Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We've been dedicated to our communities for over 35 years. From real estate and ag loans to personal and commercial banking, we offer a full range of financial services tailored to meet your needs. We believe in giving back and being involved in the communities we serve. Stop into one of our 12 convenient locations or visit us at rollinghillsbank.com.
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Once you're back at the shop, we talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
At Outfitters Plus in Atlantic, you'll find all the latest in custom apparel and headwear. Head to Outfitters and work with the design pros to make your customized tees, team apparel, and personalized swag for your business a reality. Whether it's fan apparel for your high school or youth sports teams, your business, or you just want to make something your own, you'll have everyone saying, "Where'd you get that?" Don't forget, Outfitters will also add your group store online to make ordering a breeze. Get personalized at Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic. Stop by today.
Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
Welcome back to halftime here at 95.7 FM and our live video stream at westerniowatoday.com. Tom Robinson, Perry Fief, and Kevin Ferguson. Our halftime guest is on deck here, Mr. Dan Vargas. But first, let's recap the first half, and we'll start off with Atlantic. They dominated the first quarter early. Xavier Darrow with a 35-yard catch and run. Tristan Hayes with the throw to make it 7-0 after Thompson's extra point. And then Gavin McLaren raced in from 30 yards out with 7:20 to go in the first quarter. It looked like Atlantic might be running away with it. They're up 14-0, but then it was I guess you'd call it a steal.
It was.
Clark, the linebacker, took the ball away from Ethan McNeil, and then he returned it down the 10-yard line. That changed the whole complexion of that first half as Fuller then caught the 10-yard pass. That cut the Trojan lead in half 14-7. Atlantic able to get the big run. That was an 83-yarder by Tyson O'Brien, and the extra point by Thompson, good to make it 21-7. But Knoxville, boy, I tell you what, they answered again. They came back late in the second quarter on a 17-yard pass to Wilder. Extra point by Finnegan made it 21-14 Atlantic. But the Trojans, with the time running out, 9 seconds to go in the first half, and McLaren took the pitch and goes in the end zone from 5 yards out. Thompson kicked the extra point. Halftime, 28-14.
Right. Again, our running game, it's working great. Just this quarterback, he's not bad. I mean, he's really good. I can see why they got so many yards passing. He's just dumping those short passes, and those receivers are finally starting to catch them. And offensive line for Knoxville, they can hold our guys up just enough, but we've gotten 2 sacks, which is great. Yeah. So, I think it's all good.
Let's go to the sideline and Kevin Ferguson. Kevin, your take on the first half.
Well, Tom, it's pretty simple. That I think the important thing was the Trojans marching down the field the first time and just smacking them in the mouth. That's always important to get a little bit of control of it. Now, secondly, they overcame some adversity. It looked like the game could have got a lot closer, and yet the Trojans jumped in and shut things down on a really difficult offense to defense. So, but there again, the Trojans going back to what they do best, and that's run the ball and especially blocking. And they really, really did a fine job in that last series of making some huge blocks.
All right, halftime here in Atlantic, and we will be back right after these. We got to go back.
Open your home to a new world.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
As the seasons change, so should your footwear. Embrace the fall with new arrivals at Brown's Shoe Fit in downtown Atlantic. We've got a fantastic selection of boots, shoes, athletic wear, and Trojan apparel crafted to fit every demand. Plus, new styles arriving daily. For unparalleled comfort, variety, and the perfect fit, visit us at 502 Chestnut Street. Brown's Shoe Fit. Fitting feet for 110 years and counting.
You can count on 2nd Street Auto and Hercules Tires offers you both with 2-year coast-to-coast road hazard protection and free rotation for the life of your tires. Now the deal gets better. The purchase of 4 tires gets you up to $70 cash back, and as always with the purchase of 4 tires, your alignment is free. In these uncertain times, the gang at 2nd Street, together with Hercules, has stepped up to keep you rolling and serve you better with your safety in mind. Remember, your tow is always free with your repair. Tow it, know it before you blow it. 2nd Street in Atlantic.
It's time for Atlantic Trojan football on KS 95.7. Play-by-play coverage from Tom Robinson, alongside Perry Fief, and sideline reporting from Kevin Ferguson.
Welcome back to halftime here in Atlantic as the Trojans are leading 28-14 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. And we're joined by our halftime guest, Mr. Dan Ferguson, a head cross-country coach. And I'll tell you what, you had Newton meet on Monday, and let's talk about that meet here in Harlan tomorrow.
Yeah, I thought we ran pretty well over at Newton. Very good competition. A lot of 4A schools ran against Ames, Newton, Marshalltown. So very good competition. Our boys, I think 6 of the 7 boys ran a season best and still finished as a team. We finished last in the meet. That just shows how good the competition was. And then our girls finished 4th and again ran really well. And I was very happy. And we had one of our girls who'd been running varsity last couple of meets scratched. But it was good to have Haley Huffman back in the varsity lineup. She had one of her best runs of, I think, in a while. while, not just back this season, but, going back to last season. She ran a great time. And then Haley White, she's been really consistent for us as well, running in the 2 spot for us. Ella Brummer wasn't feeling good, and she ran well. Katrina Williams has just been consistent. She finished 4th in a very good field. And then Allison Middens, she's been really having her times come down. I think she ran a 25, so she ran her first 26, then runs a 25 the next meet, and it was a challenging course. So I was very happy on the girls' side.
No doubt. And talk about Harlan tomorrow, Coach, and what can you expect here with competition?
Well, it's going to be another good meet. We have on the girls' side, Glenwood and Harlan are obviously very talented. There's going to be some teams that are smaller schools that are going to be good as well, but the Harlan girls are ranked 4th in 3A for a reason, and the Glenwood girls are top 12 or top 15 as well, so they're going to be very stout on that side. And then on the boys, I think Lewis Central is going to be, and I think the Lewis Central girls are very talented. They're up in 4A, so it's hard to be ranked in 4A, and they've got some good individuals. But the LC boys are very good, and there's just good depth. There's a lot of good teams as well. It's also a preview. That's probably where we're going to be for state qualifying, so it's a good opportunity. But also, this is the week where we give our kids some time off. So we ran at Newton, and then we've taken it light. We gave them Wednesday off, actually, to recover. And then Thursday, Friday went really light, just did some games, some shakeout running, and just get their bodies back. They've been going hard since August, so gave them some time off, give them some recovery, and then go over to Harlan and try to see what we can do with some season bests.
You talked here last week, or 2 weeks ago, I guess. It's time to start improving, and you run into some tough meets, but have you seen this team improve? Are you accomplishing that?
Yeah, I think so. For the girls, for sure, the times has really started to come down. You can see the time consistently dropping, and the gap. We always talk about the gap closing. We want to close times down from particularly 1 to 5. Those are your scoring runners, but we're starting to see it 1 through 7. And then on the boys' side, the times aren't coming down as fast, but they are starting to come down, and I was very happy with the way they ran at Newton. So those times on the boys' side came down quite a bit more at Newton. Like I said, 6 out of 7 boys, I think, ran a season best, and we had a lot of personal bests as well. So I think we had over 10 kids run the best career race they've ever run at Newton, and it was a full-length course, and it was hilly and turny, so that was pretty impressive.
So, Coach, let's start with the girls, and we know Katrina Williams is running well. Who was the most improved?
It might be Bella Brock or Allison Middens, this season. They've just, going back to last year to this year, they were running 30s at one point last year. And even Haley White. These are girls that were running 30s, and now they're running in the mid-20s or even 23s at some of these races. So just to see 7 to 8 minutes off their times, that's pretty incredible. And now they're consistently running those. It's not like it was they run a 29 in time trials, and they run a 24 to meet, then they're back to a 28. They've been running consistently in the 23s or 24s. And again, those times are starting to come down. So I've been very happy with that. But they've been very improved on that side. The boys, I think Preston Williams. Preston, his time came down. I think he ran a 20:40 over at Newton, and he was a guy that was running a 27. Hayden Thompson, I think he ran a 28 at time trials, and he ran 21:22. So, again, there's a lot of guys that could fit in that category, but those are ones that come to mind. I've just been very happy to see the growth this season, and then we've really been challenging the kids to not settle with, okay, you've cut time, and then just settle into that. Keep moving that bar and not be okay with where we're at. There's some really good teams in the conference, and it's not fun to be last in a meet. And yeah, Newton was a tough meet. We go there for a reason, but it's still not fun to see your name last on a meet. So that keeps us hungry, and that's why we go to those meets.
Very good. Well, Coach, thank you very much for stopping by. Anything else to add?
Just our home meet's coming up. The 10th, make sure you come to that meet. And I think we're going to unofficially make that a pink out. So you could wear pink to that. Stephanie Kelly was diagnosed with breast cancer, and her daughter, Graceland's on our team. So we're going to do a pink out to support the family. And, the pink out shirts for football this year. The money, normally we do our pink outs for the American Cancer Society. This year we're not partnering with them. We've already contacted them. We're going to support the Kelly family. So, make sure you get your shirts, get all that, and let's help our own out here in the community. We've done a great job in the past. Let's continue to do that.
Very good. Coach Vargas, always appreciate you. Thank you. Best of luck tomorrow and the rest of the way.
Thank you very much, Tom.
You bet. Dan Vargas and joining us here at halftime. Halftime show brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel. Great food, Godfather's Pizza, and quality BP fuel to keep you going company, Olson's in Atlantic. We're back with more halftime right after this.
It's a big deal for little money at Olson's BP for the month of September. Buy any mini Godfather's pizza with a 24-ounce fountain drink for just $5.49. Other coupons not valid with this offer. So head on down to Olson's BP on 2nd Street right here in Atlantic for the September special. Buy any mini Godfather's pizza with a 24-ounce fountain drink for just $5.49. Olson's BP in Atlantic, the keep you going store.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
Your home for Atlantic Trojan football on KS 95.7 and live video at westerniowatoday.com.
And welcome back to halftime here at 95.7 FM and our live video stream at westerniowatoday.com. What a week it's been. And the Trojans leading 28-14. Talk about the scramble that we had at the end of the first half, guys.
Well, it was one shot and then followed up with a shot and then, a little mistake and then following it up with a shot. So I tell you what, that was kind of fun.
Like bird hunting, man. There's a lot of shots. I mean,
man.
It was neat. It was just, we've seen some plays that we haven't seen, but we have seen. And it's just, good old Atlantic smash mouth football is what we're seeing right now.
Yes, sir. Hey, Tom, have they done the spirit stick yet?
I think they did, and I'm not sure how it came out. We were talking to Coach Varg here during a halftime break, and I don't know if we found out who got that. Now, the PA guy, Jay Robinson over there, he might know. Let's see if we can get that.
That was carved by the legendary Coach Bob.
Yes, it
Younger,
is.
Right?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he carves that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You know what the difference between a wood carver and a whittler is?
I can't say it on air, but no.
Well, see, a wood carver is somebody that professionally does it, and it's a full-time job.
Okay.
All right? And if you just do it a little bit.
Oh, man, don't quit your day job.
You didn't get anything out of Cody Weaver on that one. Because this is the guy that works with wood, too. Halftime right now, an extended halftime with his homecoming. Atlantic up 28-14 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Hey, we'll take a break. We're back in 60 seconds on 95.7 FM and our live video stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Cass Health is happy to introduce Dr. Jill Polpeter. Dr. Polpeter is a board-certified family medicine physician who provides care for all ages.
I just want my patients to sit in my exam room and just feel comfortable telling me whatever they need to tell me. I really try to be your partner. I don't tell you what to do, but I will give my guidance and my advice, and then we can kind of decide the plan together.
To make an appointment with Dr. Polpeter, call Cass Health at 712-243-2850.
As the seasons change, so should your footwear. Embrace the fall with new arrivals at Brown's Shoe Fit in downtown Atlantic. We've got a fantastic selection of boots, shoes, athletic wear, and Trojan apparel crafted to fit every demand. Plus, new styles arriving daily. For unparalleled comfort, variety, and the perfect fit, visit us at 502 Chestnut Street. Brown's Shoe Fit. Fitting feet for 110 years and counting.
All right, we're back on.
Hey, welcome back to Atlantic. Tom Robinson alongside Perry Fief and Cody Weaver, and halftime 28-14. We're trying to find out who won that spirit stick. Those, I'll tell you what, they take it serious.
Oh, yeah.
They get points for all kinds of different things, and so.
So we're listening to this chick talking, right? She's explaining it.
Battle cry loudness at the pep rally and the food drive donations. This past week, the homecoming festivities began with dodgeball games, and the juniors beat the freshmen. On Thursday,
Not sure we can hear that PA down there, but
the junior class won the dodgeball tournament.
so there's the. We're waiting to see who won the Spirit Stick Award here, and looks like the juniors. And they've got quite the sign there going on. Let's check in with Kevin Ferguson. Kevin.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. There we got you.
You're still here?
We're still here.
All right.
So they've got the seniors, the juniors, the freshmen, and the sophomores out there.
Here we go.
They're going down a list of all the activities that they were involved in.
First place juniors.
Juniors won it, and I think they thought they might.
D juniors.
Each class was assisted in their float building by a class advisor. We would like to send a sincere thank you to this year's float judges, Derek Handel, Diane Hayes, Carrie Jepson, and Rebecca Wallace. This year, the judges had a very difficult decision, and the results of this year's class floats: 4th place freshmen, 3rd place juniors, 2nd place sophomores, and 1st place seniors.
Seniors won the float. Seniors won the float contest there. Oh, I got a text from Sarah Archibald. Her daughter is in the junior class, so she's proud of that, and don't blame you, Sarah. They did. All these kids did so much work.
Police Department, Heather McKay for the Royal TV DVD production.
So we're trying to see. I think the juniors did get the Spirit Stick. And again, as Kevin mentioned, the Whittle thing.
Yeah.
This was an actual carving.
Well, he's pretty professional at it, so it's not a Whittle thing.
That's for sure. 2:31 to go before we get started the second half. And again, let's take a look at the first half of play. Atlantic up 28-14 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Let's take a look at the first half numbers here. And it's going to be a lot of passing for Knoxville. There's no doubt about it. That's about all they did. They gained 110 yards in the air here in that first half. And Knoxville had 43 yards rushing. And check that, 86 yards receiving in that first half. For Atlantic, they had a good running game going.
Juniors did win it.
Junior won it all. There you go. For Atlantic, offensively, Tyson O'Brien, 146 yards of rushing for Atlantic. He had that 83-yarder. He's carried the ball 14 times for 149 yards. Gavin McLaren, 6 carries, 85. And Brock Goodrich had that 57-yard run for the Trojans.
That was awesome.
It was a great run, and O'Brien had a tremendous run as well here in that first half. When you look at tackles, Jake Wales with 5. Perry spotted him. He's that spy on defense for Atlantic. Then 2 tackles for Jared Hansen, 2 tackles for Joaquin Wales, 2 tackles for Evan Sorensen, and 1 each for Hunter Quist and Colin Rudy and Brock Goodrich here in the ball game for the Trojans. Let's go back to Knoxville and see if we can get a better handle on their passing game. Again, they gained 110 yards passing in the first half. And I thought they might have a few more than that, but that's what they settled in. And 11 catches, 11 of 17. Now the official is 79 yards with some losses put in there. They had 86, but they lost 70 yards on that pass game. So they were held under 100 yards passing, which is really surprising, but they had a couple of short passes for touchdowns.
Right, exactly. Like I said, we haven't seen him. Well, he's tried to throw a long ball a couple times, but, it didn't work, so that's good for us.
So here we go as we start the second half. Atlantic will kick it away to Knoxville. 28-14, the Trojans with the lead. Knoxville mainly passed. They've run the ball a couple of times in the first half is all. And when you look at that stat, They have 9 carries, 43 yards of rushing in the first half is all they've had. But yet they put 14 points on the board with a touchdown pass to Eli Fuller and a touchdown pass to Wilder. So they've had a 10-yarder and a 17-yarder here in the first half. Again, our stream is brought to you by Greg Young Automotive Group in Atlantic. They go the extra mile. And our live video stream powered by Nishdanet. So here we go. Trojan will kick off.
For the Trojans.
Higginbotham on the near side and Wilder on the far side.
Higginbotham and Wilder.
Wilder will line up on the 10. Higginbotham back at about the 8-yard line. Hayden Thompson will kick it away. And here's the signal, and the kick is a short kick. It's going to head to the 30, and it is tipped. It is tipped. The ball is loose. I believe Atlantic got it right out of the gate. Atlantic got the football.
Wow.
Colin Rooney got downfield to make it.
Thompson's kick.
Holy moly. That's clever.
That's the way to start the second half.
That kind of shocked all of us sitting up here.
So the ball was tipped away. The receiver just off his palm of his hands. Colin Rooney racing downfield, smothered it. And Atlantic with a football first and 10 at the 25 with a 28-14 lead. They come up. The ball, the 25. Here's a snap. The handoff to O'Brien. Follows a block. Puts his head down. And maybe gets a couple of yards to the 22. He gets 3. Second down and 7.
Yeah. I'm telling you, Knoxville's defensive line, they're giving Atlantic's offensive line just a little bit of a battle, but.
Well, I think you're right. And I think the big run by O'Brien helped to inflate that running game a little bit. And Goodrich, too, they've had 2 big runs. Trojans with the football at the 23. The handoff to McLaren. He pushes the pile forward across the 20. Down about the 16-yard line. O'Brien, I should say.
Yeah, McLaren was helping him push it.
Yeah, he was pushing him.
He was, everybody was,
Big gain, second down and 1 for the Trojans. 11:07 to play third quarter. We're just underway in the second half of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Atlantic up 28-14, and now they're threatening again inside that Armor Insurance red zone to make sure your protection never breaks down. Call Armor Insurance at 712-243-1951. 3rd and 2. This is McLaren, and he's piled up and brought down for no gain. He might have got a yard.
No, well, yeah. They did give him a yard, but it's going to be 4th and toenail.
4th down, a toenail for the Trojans. The football just at the 16-yard line of Knoxville. Early third quarter, Atlantic up 28-14 of the Seed Pro scoreboard. And they'll send Ritter wide right, double tight end set for Atlantic and I backfield. They're going to go for it, obviously, on a 4th and 1. And this is McLaren. Gets the call. He has to break out of the pile, breaks the tackle, spins for first down inside the 15. And they'll take it down to the 13-yard line, a gain of 3, first down and 10.
Man, it kind of reminds you like of a pinball machine. He just either run you over, he's going to bounce off you, he's going to spin. It's kind of fun watching him run.
10 minutes to go, really is. And watching him block, too.
Oh, yeah, that's even better.
O'Brien. Trojans have it at first down and 10. Under 10 to go here in the third quarter. The ball at the 13 of Knoxville. Here's the pitch to Ethan McNeil. He gets the corner, breaks the tackle, 10, 5, touchdown Trojans. Oh, McNeil sidestep Higginbotham and goes 13 yards for touchdown.
He's more of our duck and dive, and he juked. There's some shoes that's sitting there on the field empty. He juked some guys out of their own shoes, but that's an awesome run.
So McNeil with the score. And Atlantic now up 34-14 of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Hayden Thompson attempt the PAT is perfect on the night. Here's the snap, O'Hara to hold. The set, the kick is up, and it is good. Atlantic 35, Knoxville 14. We'll keep it right here and go to the sideline in Kevin Ferguson. Kevin?
Yeah, that was something, wasn't it? What do you call that kick, Barry? Was that a long side kick?
Yeah, that's what
it wasn't an onside.
It wasn't an onside. Yeah. It was. I think they've been trying that all year, and it finally worked.
Yeah.
Did you see how many of these guys were just ecstatic and high fiving? Like it finally worked. It finally worked.
Yeah.
Expand on that again. I mean,
he's been doing that all year, and it just never happens to happen. He does. If you notice, he can kick in the end zone, but they tried this little stunt that actually worked. And that just kind of, I thought it was cool. I mean, it finally worked.
Well, and the good thing is you're giving up some yardage as far as field position, but the major thing is you're not getting any returns. So
right.
It's a kind of a good trade.
It kind of helps that we have some speed on the kickoff team, too, to get down there that quick.
The real question is, how do you, if you're Knoxville, coaching around that, you know?
True. All right.
So Atlantic will kick off, leading 35-14 on the St. Pro scoreboard, early third quarter. And the kickoff by Thompson. Wilder is deep back at his own 7. And here's the kick. Again, it's a pooch. Here comes Willoughby at the 30, 35. And he breaks a tackle. Then he's hit by 4 Trojans out of bounds at the 44. Short kick. And Willoughby on the return, his second return of the game. And the Panthers have good field position, their own 45.
See, so they tried it again, and this time the kid caught it. And now, they're at their own 45. So it's a hit-miss type of deal, you know.
9:41 to go to the third quarter. Atlantic up 35-14 of the St. Pro scoreboard. Knoxville with good field position on this drive for their own 45. Magana wide left. Higginbotham and Connor wide right. In the slot is Fuller. Here's a snap back to Woolsey out of the shotgun. Stanley has not run the ball yet.
There's got to be a false start.
And he's got a false start on the Panthers. 35-14 Atlantic. The Trojans have scored 14 straight after leading 21-14. And the penalty on Knoxville goes back to the 40. It'll be a 1st and 15.
That's a good deal. I mean, I don't know how he does it, because it seems to me like they're always false starting, but they catch it once in a great while.
So ball back at the 40-yard line of Knoxville. Fuller will check out the lineup for the Panthers. They'll come up on a 1st and 15. 9:39 to play here in this third quarter. Atlantic up 35-14, the St. Pro scoreboard. Out of the shotgun, Woolsey. Receivers right and left. There's a snap back to Woolsey. He wants to throw it. Here comes a rush. Fires, caught by Connor. Deshaun Connor made the catch at the 47-yard line, a gain of 7. And that'll move the ball inside the line of gains. At about the 47-yard line of Knoxville, it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 8. A nice play, Woolsey to Connor.
These short throws, man, he's this dynamite on these short throws.
So Knoxville with the football as they get another completion. Connors with the catch. Sophomore, he's 5'11". He's a handy receiver for the Panthers. Woolsey out of the shotgun. Twin receivers right, twin left. And the snap back to Woolsey. He's going to throw it again. Here comes Sorensen. He gets rid of it in time. Caught by Higginbotham across the 45 of Atlantic down to the 43. So a gain of 10 and a 1st down for the Knoxville Panthers. And out there, Sorensen was breathing down his neck, and he had the wherewithal to get rid of it just in time.
Oh, most definitely. Sooner or later, we're going to get to him again. I mean, we got to him a couple times the first half, and just kind of got to rattle his cage a little bit.
Ball at the 43-yard line of Atlantic. 1st down and 10. A brown shoe fit 1st down for the Panthers. 9:19 to go to the third. Atlantic up 35-14. Now the gun. Woolsey takes the snap, sets up, fires, caught, Higginbotham, and he is bear hugged. It breaks a tackle out of the 40, and he's smothered at about the 37-yard line. Another nice gain, a pickup of 6 yards in the play. 2nd down and 4. Joaquin Wales made the stop for Atlantic. Knoxville moving the football here, all pass.
Yeah.
They get down to 37 of the Trojans. They started off with good field position at their own, 40-yard line.
Right, it's not like they moved the ball that far.
Wilder and Magana wide right. Robinson and Higginbotham wide left. Stanley, the own setback. Here's the snap back to Woolsey. Going to throw it again. Fires. Caught Higginbotham inside the 30 down the 29. And that's going to be a 1st down. A brown shoe fit 1st down. Jared Hansen made the stop for Atlantic, playing that safety back.
I think how Atlantic's doing is why they're getting these short passes. They don't want them to get burnt. Give them the 10 or 5 to 10 yard catches. Don't get anything deep, nothing big.
They're bending. That's what you're saying. They're not breaking. 8:16 to go in the third quarter. The St. Pro scoreboard. 1st down and 10 for Knoxville at the 28-yard line of Atlantic. They'll send twin receivers left and twin right. The ball the near hash mark, the wide side, the far side. Woolsey, the quarterback, barks out the signals. Here's the snap back to Woolsey. He's going to throw it again. Here comes the rush, and he's dropped. Colin Rudy made the tackle back at the 36-yard line. A loss of 8 yards on the play.
It was a nice tackle. He didn't do anything stupid. He just wrapped up and put that shoulder pad in his belly and threw him to the ground.
7:45 to go, third quarter. The Seed Pros scoreboard. Atlantic up 35-14. And a sack by Colin Rudy. He came for the left outside linebacker to make the tackle at the back of the 34-yard line now of Atlantic. Knoxville with a 2nd and 17. Higginbotham wide right, twin receivers left. 2 setbacks, flank Woolsey out of the shotgun. Atlantic with a 5-man front. And Woolsey hands it off, and this is Robinson across the 30 down to the 25. Robinson picked up 9 yards. He goes to 25 of Atlantic. And that's going to bring up a third down play for the Panthers under 7 minutes to play, third quarter.
That had to be their longest run, right?
That was an option play, I guess.
I don't know what to, but good for them. I don't want to say.
I think that was an option, and Woolsey could have kept it. He gave it to Robinson and a good gain.
He didn't want to get pummeled.
Third down and 6 at the 25 of Atlantic. Trojans up 35-14. Now the shotgun. Woolsey takes the snap, 2-step drop. Now he fires near side. Caught and dropped. Good coverage
awesome
by Jared Hansen on Magana. Jared playing in that corner on the near side. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down for Knoxville.
Oh, they're definitely going for it.
Absolutely. They're 4-down territory, down 35-14, Perry. Going to mark the ball at the 25 of Atlantic. 6.5 to play, third quarter. 4th down and 6 to the 25. Twin receivers left, twin right. Quarterback, shotgun. Woolsey takes a snap. It's a low one. He picks it back up, steps up to throw. Now rolls right. Rolls in, fires deep into the end zone. He's got a man caught. Touchdown. Oh, man, what a great play by Woolsey. And Higginbotham made the catch. 25 yards, and Knoxville not done yet.
Wow, and we had him covered pretty well. That receiver just went up and grabbed it.
Well, that was a great pass.
Yeah.
He laid it right in there. As Higginbotham, as you mentioned, he was well covered, Perry. But Higginbotham laid it right in there. And now the extra point by Finnegan trying to make it a 35-21 game. Atlantic with the lead 35-20 here. And the snap, set, kick up, and it floats through. And Knoxville gets a score. Atlantic 35, Knoxville 21. We're back at 30 seconds.
It's a big deal for little money at Olson's BP for the month of September. Buy any mini Godfather's pizza with a 24-ounce fountain drink for just $5.49. Other coupons not valid with this offer. So head on down to Olson's BP on 2nd Street right here in Atlantic for the September special. Buy any mini Godfather's pizza with a 24-ounce fountain drink for just $5.49. Olson's BP in Atlantic, the keep you going store.
Your home for Atlantic Trojan football on KS 95.7 and live video at westerniowatoday.com.
Back to Trojan Bowl. It's been a sideline and Kevin Ferguson. Kevin?
Well, that bear still got his shoes on.
Yeah.
And, that's okay. Just go punch him in the mouth again. That's just the way this game's got to go.
6:19 left. And another touchdown pass for Woolsey. As Knoxville now close to being over 100 yards of passing, and they have not run the ball hardly at all.
No, but, they're sticking in the game, so,
35-21. Trojans with the lead.
No, watch the onside kick, because we tried something funny.
Right, and that could be.
Because there's some hands out here for Knoxville.
Finnegan we have on the near side. Mm-hmm. We'll kick it away. Wilder is here. And here's the kick by Finnegan. Now he's going to go deep with it. And McNeil runs it down inside the 10. Gets to the 15-yard line. Cuts left. Now the 20. Hit. And dropped at the 26. A good run by McNeil.
We got it.
What? He had a collision at the 21.
Well, we've got a laundry basket of flags down here. I thought it was illegal block, but they're saying no. So we got block in the bag.
So Trojans with a penalty back inside the 20.
Block in the back.
Block in the back. You're right, Perry.
10-yard penalty.
It's a 10-yarder.
I'm just watching because that official, he's watching every little tiny thing. I mean, don't spit on the field. You might get, what do you call that? Personal foul for spitting on the field.
Yeah, that might be.
After the penalty, Trojans begin the drive. 1st and 10.
I'm not being negative.
That's disorderly conduct.
Yeah, it's put you in the timeout box.
So here we go. 1st and 10. Atlantic back at their own 10 after penalty. Atlantic at 35-21. Here's the pitch back to O'Brien. He gets a block and he runs into a pile at the 10. Great job by Knoxville.
Tackle made.
Boy.
By number 36.
Gorsuch.
Girdham. Number 48.
Girdham.
Jackson Clark.
And Clark, Girdham is, haven't called his name out a lot. The linebacker was in to make the stop. Clark also there. He's had a good game for Knoxville. 2nd down and 9 for Atlantic. A gain of 1. It's all the 11 of the Trojans. Under 6 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Atlantic up 35-21 of the C Pro scoreboard. They'll send Ritter wide left, double tight Ritter wide left, double tight in set. Now they shift to the right Xavier and Brock Goodrich. Here's the snap, pitch to O'Brien. They're going to get the edge. He's got a convoy. He get closed in a hurry at the 11. He had guys out front,
Number 21.
but I think they're a little too far ahead.
Gain of a couple on
And some guys came through the backside and got the tackle O'Brien for a gain of 1.
Well, like Fergie said earlier, the defensive line is holding up our offensive line enough to where those line. I mean, we're not getting down to that 2nd tier like our linemen usually do. Yeah. So it's turned into some smash mouth football. I mean, they've kind of got it figured out. We just got to wear down that defensive line.
5 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. Atlantic up 35-21 of the C Pro scoreboard. Atlantic sends Ritter wide left. I backfield behind Hayes. Hayes wants to throw. Here comes the rush. He rolls the right. He's got a convoy behind him. He's going to keep the football at the 10, 15, 20. He's got a 1st down. He's spun down at the 21. It is so close to 1st down here, guys. Nice job by Hayes to scramble out of trouble.
Yeah, he did the right thing.
And it is a Trojan first down.
Good job, quarterback.
A brown shoe fit 1st down for Atlantic with 4:35 to go in this 3rd quarter. Atlantic up 35-21. They keep the clock a-running.
There you go.
Keep the drive alive. Ritter wide left.
That's our biggest deal. We know how to manage the clock.
Absolutely. High backfield behind Hayes. He'll hand off to McLaren, and the counter breaks through across the 25. And he's tripped at the 28. Magana
McLaren, the ball
tackled him, but he's getting up slow.
Well, McLaren sat out. I'm like, he was, what do you call that? Like a chicken sitting on its eggs. He just plopped right on. That dude wasn't not liking that.
Perry Fief's word of the week coming up after the game.
I don't even know if I said it yet.
2nd down and it's short for Atlantic. 2nd at about 4. Football back at the 28. And so O'Brien puts his head down and pulls through the pile of the 20 or 30-yard line.
Well,
gain of a pair here.
Tyson O'Brien up the middle.
Close to the 1st down. This is.
Boy, is he ever.
Boy,
We're going to have to eyeball this. And you said a toenail.
Toenail. This is for real toenail.
Yeah, this is for real. 3rd down and a whisker for Atlantic.
Yeah.
Football just beyond the 30. Maluga made the stop for Knoxville. Here comes Atlantic in a 3rd and very short. 3:15 to go in the 3rd, up 35-21 on the C Pro scoreboard. Ritter wide left. Hayes under. Hand off McLaren. He'll get the 1st down, and not much yardage, but he did what he had to do.
He did exactly what he's supposed to do as a fullback.
The yeoman's work for McLaren.
Ball carrier up the middle.
A brown shoe fit 1st down, and nearly 3 minutes to go now in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10, the Trojan 32, 35-21 Atlantic on top of the C Pro scoreboard. 2 first downs for Atlantic in this drive. They started back on the 10. This
is where you start wearing them down, when you can keep pounding them on them like this.
And keep their offense off the field.
Yeah, most definitely.
High backfield, hand off to O'Brien. McNeil, he gets up to the 40. 8-yard gain. McNeil running hard.
Yeah. Did you notice how he's running?
Yeah.
He's holding on to that ball like it's for dear life.
Like it's a little baby.
Yep. No one's going to knock that bad boy out.
Good for 6.
2nd down and 4 Atlantic. Pickup of 6 yards on the play for McNeil. The ball at the 39 of Atlantic. They're controlling the clock here, Perry, as you mentioned. And we're getting close to the 2-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. Atlantic up by a couple of touchdowns, 35-14. McNeil to wide left. Brock Goodrich right eye backfield behind the quarterback, Tristan Hayes. Darrow switches to the right side. Snap. Handoff. McLaren on a counter play. Gets the first down across the 45.
Look at him go.
There he goes. McLaren
No flag.
20. It's a foot race to the 10. 5 touchdown Trojans.
No flags. I think McLaren's going to try and catch O'Brien on the most yards tonight.
A 61-yard run from McLaren. He ran through the pile. And the Trojans now up 41-21 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Let's go to Kevin Ferguson. Kevin?
Well, there you go. You just keep pounding them and pounding them and pounding them, and guess what happens? Eventually it opens up. And what a piece of running by Mr. McLaren.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he outran everybody.
1:48 to go in the third quarter, and Thompson kicks it through again.
Thompson's kick is good.
42-21 Atlantic on the Seed Pro scoreboard. We'll take a break. We're back in 30 seconds at 95.7 FM and our live video stream on westerniowatoday.com.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
Your home for Atlantic Trojan football on KS 95.7 and live video at westerniowatoday.com.
The Trojan Bowl, Tom Robbins alongside Perry Fief and Kevin Ferguson and Cody Weaver. Well, 1:48 to go third, and Atlantic, they can make some big plays too.
Oh, most definitely.
You go back to the runs, they've got a 83-yard TD run by Tyson O'Brien, a 57-yard run by Goodrich that didn't score, and then that 61-yard race. Man, McLaren is fast for a 245-pound fullback. He outran everybody in the end zone. As Perry described, he ran through the pile. Here's the kick by Hayden Thompson. Another pooch kick towards Willoughby. He picks it up. He stepped out of bounds, but they didn't call it. Now he's out of bounds across the 35 to 36.
Retaining Willoughby with a return.
Trojans had
for a few yards.
Brock Goodrich down for a moment, but he's back up again. 1:46 to go in the third. Atlantic at 42-21.
Yep, now let's just see how our defense can do. I mean, because we know all they're going to do is pass. They're not going to run.
Panthers will take over 1st and 10.
First down and 10.
Nice.
Ball to 36 of Knoxville.
Be nice to see an interception.
They're going to throw it. I mean,
you're going to throw it.
All night, Higginbotham on my right. 3 receivers left for Woolsey out of the shotgun. Ball near Hash. His own 36 takes the snap. Oh, they're going to run it with Stanley, and he's hitting the backfield. And he's hard to bring down, but finally drugged down by
47.
Yeah, Carter Wichman made the stop, and Evan Sorensen.
He just came in to pounce on him. Try to flatten him like a pancake.
Loss of 2. That run did not work.
Nope.
Second down and 12 for Knoxville, the back of their own 34-yard line with 1:22 to go. Third quarter of the Seed Pro scoreboard, 42-21 Atlantic. Here they come. They'll set up with 2 receivers right, 2 left. Woolsey out of the shotgun. Harley Crescent, 42-29. There's the snap back to Woolsey. He's in trouble. He's going to be sacked. He runs out of it. Now he's going to be finished off and thrown down by Joaquin Wales.
Yeah, but 43, he's doing his job.
Backfield by number 46, Joaquin Wales.
He is. That's your spy.
My spy was there. He was trying to bring him down. He was on him like, he was on him.
We know what you're going to say.
Yeah, I just don't want to get in trouble.
39 seconds left here in this third quarter, and Joaquin Wales, who's been the spy all night for Atlantic from that linebacker spot, made the tackle. Ball back to the Knoxville 34-yard line. 24 seconds to go. Third quarter. Shotgun. Woolsey takes the snap, looks to throw. He's going to fire deep. He's got a man, and it is
intercepted. Intercepted
by Hanson. Hanson with the pick back at the 39. Oh, my goodness.
I said interception. Oh, sorry.
Oh, my goodness. Hanson with the interception for Atlantic. at the great coverage by the Trojans, by the way.
Yeah, good pressure by our D-line.
Trojans.
Let's go to Kevin Ferguson, Fergie.
Well, I tell you what, Kerry called it. I hate to admit it. Once a year game, he's right, and this is like 2 or 3 times today. Now, the one thing I want to say about our spy, Perry, is I think he's going to change his number to 007.
Yeah.
Atlantic with a first down at 10 of their own 39. What a job by Hansen. Trojans have the ball back. Here's the handoff to Goodrich on a counter play on the left side. He gets the corner. 40, 45, 50. He's off to the races. Hello. Willoughby giving chase. And Goodrich inside the 5. Touchdown, Trojans.
Holy moly.
Listen to the crowd. Woo.
61 yards, taking it to the house.
What happened? He went down.
A 61-yard run by Brock Goodrich. Unbelievable. This Trojan football team has speed.
I think he just kind of ran out of air. But he's jogging now. He's good. He's all right. I think he just...
88, Brock Goodrich with the 61.
Brock Goodrich at a 61-yard run. Atlantic at 48 to 21 of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Unbelievable.
Wow.
And Hayden Thompson to kick the extra point. The time ran out, and Brock Goodrich, he actually went down after he scored. He comes off. He's upright.
He's standing. He's upright. Just kind of like me. If you have to go so far, you got to stop and catch your breath.
Give him some oxygen. Snap, set, kick. Good. 49, throw 21 Atlantic. We'll take a 30-second break. We're back right after this. We start the fourth quarter.
The Super Bowl at Atlantic is a great place to have your next celebration. Birthday party. The Super Bowl at Atlantic is a great place to have your next celebration. Birthday parties, family outings, date nights, or just hanging out with friends. The Super Bowl is the place to be. With Glow Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights, and ramps and bumpers for the kids, anyone can have a blast at the Super Bowl. Call Dan today at 243-4656 to reserve your lane and get ready for fun.
Today.com.
Welcome back to Atlantic. Atlantic up 49 to 21 of the State Pro scoreboard. But Knoxville, they have been resilient. They just keep on coming at you.
Oh, yeah, they're going to keep coming.
Yep, and Coach Duncan and company do a great job there. So we'll see what the Panthers can do on the other end here. See if they can answer. But Atlantic now extending the score to 49 to 21 on the State Pro scoreboard. So the kickoff for Thompson coming up. What a run by Goodrich, 61 yards.
That's his second big run, right?
Yeah.
That dude's got over 100 yards just in 2 runs.
Yeah, he's got a 57-yarder.
Yeah, and then that monstrosity.
Thank you, T-Fed Foundation. $2,000.
So Atlantic will kick it away. Thompson will boot it with 12 minutes now to go in the game. We have a fourth quarter start. And Hayden Thompson will kick off right to left now. And there's the kick. It's a high kick. And it's run down to short. Gorsuch, and he gets to midfield.
See?
Good return. They're going short with it.
Guys, that worked one time. And now they guys got to work all the time.
The return, and check that, Jackson Clark is the one on the return for Knoxville. My bad. Good return by Clark inside Trojan territory at the 49. Just on the way of the fourth quarter, Atlantic's open up a 49 to 21 lead on the Seed Pro scoreboard, and here come the Panthers. They'll send 3 to the left. Magana wide left. Fuller in the slot, and then Higginbotham also on the left side. Tanner O'Connor, or Deshaun O'Connor near side. Here's a snap. Woolsey throws, caught by O'Connor, 45, and he's wrestled down at about the 46. Grant Petty made the stop for Atlantic, the cornerback. Wales was there as well.
Yeah. They're starting to kind of fire the ball. If they're going to keep doing these short passes, which, I mean, it's moving the ball for them. But I think these receivers are going to start getting dinged up.
First down goes to second down, and 70 yards to go for the Panthers at the 46 of Atlantic. 11:25 to play in the fourth quarter. Trojans up 49-21. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Robinson wide right, snap to Woolsey. He fires left side, incomplete. He wanted Magana, and he was upended on the throw.
Yeah, he was. That.
Number 16.
I mean, he's up, though. Good for that receiver.
Second down. Turns into third down. The ball at the 46 of Atlantic, 3rd and 7. Clock stop at 11:09 to play in the game on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Atlantic up 49-21. Magana had to sky to catch it, then he was upended.
Yeah, I
on
mean,
that far side.
That was me. There had been an ambulance on the field.
3 receivers left again to Sean Connor. Willoughby is now in there, the receiver, along with Robinson. Higginbotham to the right, 3rd and 7, the 46. Woolsey takes a step out of the gun. He's going to throw it again. He's got a man, and it is incomplete.
Wow.
Racing down the middle, that was Fuller, and Eli just couldn't quite reach it.
He needed some fingernails.
He did.
He would have got it.
4th down and 7. The ball at the 46-yard line of Atlantic. Clock stops with 11:04 to play in the game. Atlantic up 49-21 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. So back to the huddle is Woolsey. Harlan 42-29 over Creston. ACGC and Riverside, they've got a battle there. That's on KSOM 43-36. Favor of ACGC. Here's the snap to Woolsey. He'll fire over the middle, and it is incomplete. Higginbotham almost made a great catch.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, he had guys in his hip pocket.
Oh, man. I mean, we had him surrounded.
Good coverage by the Trojans. Well, let's go to Kevin Ferguson. Check in with our sideline guy, Kevin.
Really interesting defense by the Trojans. Did you notice, Terry, that they went to a 3-man rush and they're still pushing pressure on him?
Yeah, I did start seeing that.
And what it did is it gave us a couple extra guys in the back to, make the bed.
11:57 to go in the game. Atlantic gets the ball back at their own 46. Play action. Hayes wants to throw. Has good protection. Reverses field 50. It's going to be all for naught. There's going to be a holding call on Atlantic.
Keeper for about 10. Flag on the play.
So there's going to be a holding call on Atlantic back at the 44.
Yeah.
And we'll see what the. So they'll mark it back 10 yards, I believe, from. They're going to mark from the 46 back to the 36-yard line. The Trojans try to throw the football, and why not? Why not try to work on their passing game? And
exactly.
They're all run. Atlantic has it back at their 36-yard line. A 1st down and 20 for the Trojans. Corbin Ritter wide right. They'll send O'Hara wide left. High backfield behind Hayes. He'll duck under center. McLaren the up back, and Tyson O'Brien the tailback for the Trojans. 1st down and 20. 10:49 to play. O'Brien right up the middle, squeezes through across the 40. 45 up to the 40-70-yard line.
Oh.
A gain of 9.
McLaren lost his helmet, so he's got to come out of play. But man,
he's laughing.
Oh yeah, he was laying some wood there, boys.
Ball at the 47 of Atlantic. 2nd down and 9 for the Trojans. 10:20 to play in the game. Atlantic up 49-21 of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Ritter wide right, O'Hara wide left. Again, that I formation backfield behind Hayes. He'll take it, pitch it. Here is McNeil. He gets the corner turn, now cuts up across midfield and gets to the 47.
Gain of 7 on the play.
So the Trojans now in Knoxville territory at the 40-70-yard line. Under 10 to play.
By number 18.
When McLaren has to come out and O'Brien has to go be the fullback, he can lay some wood too.
Oh, absolutely.
He threw some pretty good blocks.
3rd down for Atlantic and 3 at the 40-70-yard line of Knoxville. 9:40 to play. Trojans come up. And Corbin Ritter wide left. They'll send O'Hara wide right. High backfield behind Hayes. He'll duck under. Snap. Hand off. This is right across the 40. Runs through a tackle. 35. And he collides with 2 defenders across the 35 for a 1st down to the 33-yard line. A gain of 14 for O'Brien. And a brown shoe for a 1st down.
Wow. I mean, good blocking, but O'Brien man, does he run hard. He is something.
Tackle made by number 48.
Third, first down and 10. And Knoxville's going to call a timeout, and we'll take it with them. We're back in 30 seconds. 49-21 Atlantic. We're back right after this.
At Outfitters Plus in Atlantic, you'll find all the latest in custom apparel and headwear. Head to Outfitters and work with the design pros to make your customized tees, team apparel, and personalized swag for your business a reality. Whether it's fan apparel for your high school or youth sports teams, your business, or you just want to make something your own, you'll have everyone saying, "Where'd you get that?" Don't forget, Outfitters will also add your group store online to make ordering a breeze. Get personalized at Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic. Stop by today.
And welcome back to Atlantic. Tom Robinson, Perry Fief, Kevin Ferguson, Cody Weaver. Atlantic and Brown shoot fit first down inside the 35, down to the 33. Up 49-21 on the State Pro scoreboard. They've scored 62 this season against Clark. And they're gaining the yards on the ground tonight. We've actually seen some big running plays. 61, 57, 61. And 83 yards.
Those are usually passing plays, and they're all runs.
Spread now as Hayes play action, rolls left, wants to throw, lobs one, caught. McLaren 30, 25, breaks the tackle, 15, 10, he's going to go. Touchdown, Trojans.
That kid backed up. He goes, "I'm not going to tackle you."
McLaren's fourth touchdown of the night.
Oh, man, that was classic. Good catch. He's got hands, too.
33-yard catch and run for Gavin McLaren. His fourth TD of the night. Well, these guys are going to have fun at homecoming.
Man, I'm thinking
tomorrow night they got the big dance.
McLaren's like a chameleon, man. He can do a little bit of everything, can't he?
So this is Hayden Thompson's extra point on the 33-yard pass play, and he bullets that through. Atlantic with a big lead. 56-21 over Knoxville. We'll take a 30-second break. We're back right after these.
Get ready for a fresh start at Greg Young Atlantic. Our Greg Young Fresh Start program helps you hit the road with confidence, overcome credit challenges with personalized financing, and a wide selection of great vehicles. Visit us today to find your brand new Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram, or check out our huge pre-owned selection at GregYoungAtlantic.com and GregYoungCDJRAtlantic.com. And to apply. Don't miss out on this incredible offer. Here at Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Trojan football on KS 95.7 and live video at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Atlantic. 9:03 to play, and the Trojans up 56-21 here over Knoxville. And the Trojans will kick off again.
We pretty much controlled the second half because we were a little nervous that first half because Knoxville was hanging right in there with us.
So the kickoff coming up. Hayden Thompson to boot it. Wilder is deep. Higginbotham is deep for Knoxville, the back of their own 12. And the kickoff coming up from Hayden Thompson. Here it is. 56-21 Atlantic. There's a high kick. And it's Wilder at the 19, 20, 25. Falls a block 30, 35. He breaks through and finally tackled at about the 37. Nice return for Wilder.
Down by number 46, Joaquin Wales.
Joaquin Wales made the stop. He's starting to pile up the tackles tonight.
Yeah, he is. I mean,
Begin their drive. First and 10 from the 38-yard line.
It's good to see us. It's good to see how they play as a team.
Exactly.
Need to tell Lori she needs to get an ice pack for you because about put you through the wall on that last touchdown. Sorry about that, Tommy.
Didn't bother me a bit. 56-21. Atlantic with the lead. 8:20 to go. Shotgun Woolsey. We got a new quarterback. It's McCartney in there. They'll complete the pass to Ryland Robinson to the 40-yard line for a gain of a couple of yards. So Woolsey is out. I hope he's all right. And Ryland Robinson made the catch.
Oh, we got a player down. Oh, maybe he's cramping. He's just cramping.
Roston McCarty, the sophomore quarterback, is in. He's capable as well of throwing the football. He's a young man.
Better get the pickle juice out.
There's a flag going the play way on the far side. Back at the 34-yard line, and we're going to get the signal here.
Oh, yeah. Good eye, Tommy.
So illegal procedure they're called against the Panthers. 5-yard penalty. First down for Knoxville. 8 minutes to play on the Seed Pro scoreboard. 56-21. Trojans with a huge lead here. And they'll send Willoughby near side with Fuller and Robinson. They trips to the right. McCarty now the quarterback for Knoxville. Just a sophomore, takes it, throws it, caught. Oh, Robinson had it and dropped it. McCarty's a left-hander. Second down and 15.
I think he heard the footsteps. He was going to get hit.
Roston McCarty with the incomplete pass. Robinson had it, and it popped out of his mitts. 7:29 to play and counting. Atlantic enter the contest at 4-1 in non-district play, and well on their way to start off district action with a win here. 3 receivers left for McCarty. Stanley no set back. Here's the snap to McCarty. Roston stops, pops, caught. Far side by Deshaun Carter, and he's brought down by Hanson. Jared Hanson with a solo stop, the quarterback on the right side. And the catch goes to the 37-yard line. Deshaun Carter with the catch. Third down and 11 out for Knoxville at 6:48 to play. A post-game show coming up. So they'll huddle up there on a third down and 11. A 6:38 to go. Atlantic up 56-21. Trips, or twins to the left and twins to the right.
This would be a song.
McCarty, the sophomore, out of the gun, takes the snap, looks to throw. Now he'll fire. It is caught on the far sideline by Wilder across the 40 to about the 42. A gain of 5, and it's a fourth down now for Knoxville.
Well, they'll go for it, won't they? I mean, they got nothing to lose.
They have got to go for it here.
Yeah.
Ball at the 45 of Knoxville on a third down and, fourth and 4. We'll see what they dial up here on the fourth down play under 6 to play.
Bring up 4th and 4.
Here they come. 56-21 Atlantic. Twins to the left. Twins to the right. McCarty, the left-hander, just a sophomore. Out of the gun, takes the snap. He'll step back 2 times. He'll fire over the middle, and it is almost intercepted. Almost picked up by Hadley. Carter Hadley almost got it. Atlanta gets the ball back on downs. And we got
a good throw.
Oh, it was. I mean, a bullet.
Yeah.
Kennick Jewell's shaken up, and he'll come off hobbling just a little bit there. We hope it's just a stinger. So Atlanta gets the ball back, and I believe we're going to see 2 deepers in there now.
Yep, this is all new territory right here.
So all new players in for Atlantic. The second teamers coming in, and we'll pick them up here. Xander Killian, we know, will be at the tailback spot for the Trojans. And I'll tell you, we've seen this a lot where these guys have had a chance to play when the Trojans get a lead. First down and 10, 5:18 to go. So Trojan backups are in the game now on offense. High backfield, and the pitch to Xander Killian, the freshman, with a stiff arm, and he's spun down for a stop back at the 49-yard line of Atlantic.
That was a pretty good defensive play. I think Knoxville's got a lot of their 2 deeps in now, too. It looks like they don't look the same numbers.
Cale Irving made the stop, but tackle for loss back to the Knoxville 48, loss of 3. Second down and 13 at 4:45 to go. The Trojans with a huge lead here, and Brandon Wagner's the QB for Atlantic. Brandon brings him up. Wide right is Jackson Hepler. 1 receiver left out of the I formation. Wagner under center for Atlantic. From the 48, 4:20 to go. He'll hand off to Killian. He's got a hole across the 45, and he's brought down at the 39.
Wow, a good run. That's our punter, right?
Yes. And we're going to see him this spring run track for Atlantic, too. This guy can motor. Trojans get a gain all the way down to the 39 of Knoxville. Second down and 4. Or third down and 4 with 4 minutes left. Post-game show will be coming up. After this one's over, Kevin Ferguson will talk to Coach Brummer. He's got to be pretty happy. I think the big plays will be the story.
Right.
The big runs the Trojans broke tonight, 4 of them. O'Hara wide right. Wagner under center, I backfield behind him. And they need 4 first down.
Oof.
Oh, that's no going to go nowhere.
Nope.
They gave it to Hepler, and he was hit, or checked that. That was Hagan, Landon Hagan of the carry.
Snapped up the middle. Number 71.
71, he's a big boy.
He is a big guy. He made the stop for the Panthers, and he's not on the roster. They just picked him up this week.
Yeah. And we got to say, our freshman, sophomore won tonight, too.
They did. They look good.
Yeah.
And what an enthusiastic crowd. And we had a packed house here again tonight. This place was full. Under 3 to play, Atlantic up 56-21. Backups are in. Wagner, the quarterback. And Knoxville jumps off sides. That might be close to a first down, that 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I hope. Well, let's just see.
Clock stops at 2:42.
Cody says it's not a first down.
Cody's right on it, too. So it's going to be 4th and just a toenail, as you mentioned earlier. Atlantic will come up on a 4th down and a whisker. ACGC.
Aha, Cody was wrong. Cody was wrong.
That's the first time ever. He's human.
Yeah.
First down and 10, Atlantic at the 35 of Knoxville as Wagner will check back in with a play. Atlantic will get ready for Creston next week. Harlan, 42-35. That's a close one. That's at Merrill Field. 42-35, Harlan leading Creston. Panthers winless coming in. 1st and 10, Atlantic. Wagner under center. He'll turn and give it to Xander Killian. He's hit, and he's thrown down. Nice job by Knoxville. They've got their backups in as well.
Well, yeah, they're just all blitzing constantly. I mean, you might as well. We're not going to pass the ball.
Chapman made the stop for Knoxville. He solo tackles. 2nd down and 11. Ball at the 36 of Knoxville. 1:28 to go, and Kevin Ferguson will meet with Coach Barmer afterwards, and we'll hear what he had to say as we get into a post-game show. But what a night for football. Close early. Boy, Atlantic led 14-0, but Knoxville forced a turnover. They cut the lead in half. They kept battling, and the Atlantic opened things up here in the second half.
Oh.
Wagner drops the snap, and he's going to be smothered back at the 40. Down to 1:03 to go in the game. We'll recap the scoring for you. Gavin McLaren, 4 touchdowns tonight. Trojans had 177 yards of rushing a week ago against Winterset in that 21-7 loss.
Yeah.
But tonight, over 300.
Oh, yeah. At
Maybe
least.
close to 4. We'll get that number coming up later on here.
I'm going to say they got maybe 500 yards tonight.
If we could. 36 seconds left. Wagner will join the huddle. And we'll be in Creston next week. Panthers battling Harlan tonight. O'Hara wide right. Under center, Wagner. The snap and the handoff to fullback, and it's a run down to the 34-yard line for the Trojans. And that will be it. Boy, Atlantic picking up a big win here. Hagan the ball carrier. And that is going to be it. 56-21 Atlantic with the win. Tonight over Knoxville, they go to 5-1 of the season. We'll take a game ad, then back right after this.
Panthers 21.
Maybe one of the most known slogans in America. Hello, farmers there.
Welcome back to Atlantic as we'll get to our post-game show here in a moment. Atlantic 56-21 over Knoxville. And what a game it was as we take a look at the scoring. The Trojans open up a 14-0 lead. Xavier Darrow caught a 34-yard touchdown pass from Tristan Hayes. Extra point by Hayden Thompson, good to make it 7-0 Atlantic. Trojans attacked another TD on when Gab McLaren got loose on a 30-yard run, his first of 4 touchdowns of the night. Atlantic led 14-0 at the 7:20 mark to go in the first quarter. But then it was a turnover by Atlantic, a fumble, and actually it was Clark that just took the ball away, rambled down to the 10-yard line. Moments later, Woolsey hit Eli Fuller on a 10-yard pass to make it a 14-7. Atlantic answered with a big play. Tyson O'Brien with 3:10 to go in that first quarter. He went 83 yards for a touchdown. Extra point by Thompson made it 21-7. But back came Knoxville. This time Wilder on a 17-yard touchdown pass catch to make it 21-14. But then the Trojans came back with the back-to-back scores. McLaren a 5-yard run. Ethan McNeil a 13-yard run in the third quarter. Atlantic led 35-14 early third quarter. Higginbotham caught a 25-yard pass from Woolsey midway through the third to make it a 35-21 game. And then Atlantic scored 3 straight. Gab McLaren a 61-yard TD run. Brock Goodrich a 61-yard TD run. And Gab McLaren again, this time a 33-yard pass to make the final of 56-21 in favor of the Trojans. Well, our post-game show is coming up, brought to you by Olson's BP. Great food, Godfather's Pizza, and quality BP fuel. The Keep You Going company, Olson's in Atlantic. We're back with our post-game show after this.
When you're on the go, it's all about convenience. Add fantastic food, beverages, plus BP superior fuels, and you have Olson's BP in Atlantic. From sunup to sundown, we're the Keep You Going store. From our loaded breakfast burritos and Bunker Dunker donuts to our delicious Champs chicken and pizza to go, we have the food you crave. Don't forget the cold beer in the beer cave. Stop in and fill her up. There's always something you need at Olson's BP, the Keep You Going store, 2nd and Locust in Atlantic.
Thinking about what you want to do in retirement can be fun, and planning for it doesn't have to be difficult. According to Money Guide Incorporated, only 3 out of 10 Americans have a financial plan, and 1/3 report they have no retirement savings. Financial planning is not just all about assets, investments, and net worth. It's about identifying your financial goals. Hi, I'm Erin Friend, a certified financial planner and registered investment advisor. We help you create a customized financial plan based on your expectations, financial situations, and goals. Please contact me, Erin Friend, at 712-207-3521.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
Welcome back to Atlantic Postgame Show, brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel. Great food, Godfather's Pizza, and quality BP fuel, the Keep You Going company. Injury report, I think everybody was fine tonight, I hope. And again, that's by Body Basics. Call 254-BODY, get your body back to basics. So I think a pretty injury-free night. Some bumps and bruises, no doubt, when you're trying to stop McLaren at 245. I'm sure some of the Knoxville kids will have some nicks and some bruises, but they'll come around. And Trojans winning 56-21. Long distance play of the game. We had a number of those long distance plays. We'll get to that next. Dvorak Tire, be ready to go. The long distance with tires for Dvorak Tire in Atlantic. We're back right after this.
The saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end. This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
At Seed Pros, our mission is to be your business partner every day of every season.
Pioneer Hybrid International was founded in Iowa back in 1926 and is still American today. Not many other seed providers can make that claim.
We partner with you to continually push the limits by combining elite seed genetics, local infield knowledge, along with customer service second to none.
We are with you from the word go. Contact Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, Nick Knudsen, or John Becker to partner with a team that puts your business needs first.
With nicer days upon us, it's time to get your farm vehicles ready for the season. Dvorak Tire Atlantic will keep your truck in top working shape with our top mechanics. Anything from electrical to mechanical and service, Dvorak Tire will keep your farm vehicles going this season. Keep rolling with quality brands like Firestone, Michelin, and Mitas tires. Don't forget your Diamond WeatherTech products. Bed liners, floor mats, storage, and more can also be found at Dvorak Tire and Service. Dvorak Tire in Atlantic. Keep you in the field and on the road.
Total of 463 yards rushing tonight. What a night. Over 500 yards of a total offense, Barry.
Okay, so I was right on the 500 total.
Yeah,
I wasn't saying just rushing, right?
No, you were. That's what you and they did. That's their biggest output of the season, with 538 total yards of offense. They had 463 on the ground, and we had 3 guys over 100 yards. Tyson O'Brien, 21 carries, 188. Gavin McLaren, 11 carries, 159. And Brock Goodrich had 2 carries for 118 here in the game tonight. McLaren with 4 touchdowns for the Trojans. On the receiving end, 75 yards tonight, one of the better passing nights for the Trojans. It was Xavier Darrow with 34 yards receiving. Gab McLaren, that 33-yard touchdown catch and run. And Corbin Ritter with an 8-yard catch for the Trojans. So they had 75 yards on receiving and another 463 rushing for 538 yards of total offense tonight.
Wow.
Unbelievable job by the Trojans here. Well, we're getting the long-distance play of the game, and we've got a number of them. The long-distance play was certainly Tyson O'Brien on that 83-yard TD run, but then you got to look back. Gab McLaren had a 61-yarder. Brock Goodrich had a 61-yarder and a 57-yarder.
Yeah.
The 61-yarder was for a touchdown. So, again, some really good long-distance plays brought to you by Dvorak Tire. Be ready to go the long distance with tires from Dvorak Tire in Atlantic. Kevin Ferguson will have an interview with Coach Brummer here coming up shortly. But also coming up is the Dozer of the Game, brought to you by Chris Houghton, Earth Moving, digging it every day. We're back with that right after this.
With nicer days upon us, it's time to get your farm vehicles ready for the season. Dvorak Tire Atlantic will keep your truck in top working shape with our top mechanics. Anything from electrical to mechanical and service, Dvorak Tire will keep your farm vehicles going this season. Keep rolling with quality brands like Firestone, Michelin, and Mitas tires. Don't forget your Diamond WeatherTech products. Bed liners, floor mats, storage, and more can also be found at Dvorak Tire and Service. Dvorak Tire in Atlantic. Keep you in the field and on the road.
Nobody has delivered more high-yielding Enlist E3 soybean genetics to the marketplace than Stein. That means your local Stein representative can provide you with the product knowledge and seed genetics to help you maximize profits on every acre you plant. Discover yield plus experience by partnering with the undisputed leader in Enlist E3 soybean genetics. Learn more at steinseed.com. Stein has yield.
When you begin your construction project, you want perfection from the ground up. This is Chris Houghton with Chris Houghton Earth Moving. When it comes to excavation, demolition, drainage, all your earth moving needs for your home, farm, or business, team up with experience, quality, and outstanding service. Chris Houghton Earth Moving has the experienced, knowledgeable employees combined with all the equipment to tackle your projects, large or small, and get the job done right. When you're ready to start digging in the dirt, give me a call. We're Chris Houghton Earth Moving, and we're digging it every day.
And Olson's Fuel, great food, Godfather's Pizza, and quality BP fuel to keep you going company, Olson's at Atlantic. You guys got a tough job here with the Dozer of the Game, brought to you by Chris Houghton Earth Moving. Digging it every day, guys. We had a lot of hits out there tonight.
Yeah, but there was one that was really impressive, and it was a Wales.
71. Well, wasn't it 71?
71.
On that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. 71.
Yeah. Jack Buller will get the Dozer of the Game, and again, the Trojans front line. I mean, what can you say about those guys? Just battling up there and blowing holes open for the Trojans all night long. And we're talking about Reed Woodward, Jack Muller, Trevin Hansen, the center, Caden Kroll, and David Hedrington just do a tremendous job. And you got Xavier Darrow at the tight end spot as well. I mean,
and you got 42,
and you've got Gavin McLaren, who actually not only blocked, but he picked up a lot of yards here this evening as well. for the Trojans. 3 over 100 yards for Atlantic. Well, before we get to the Perry's Word of the Week, we're going to go to Kevin Ferguson. Had a chance to catch up with Atlantic head coach Joe Brummer.
Well, I'm with the victorious coach in the first district game, and never did I ever think that this was going to end with 77 points on the board.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
I thought they were going to have more. They're a good football team. Coach Tatoff did a phenomenal job coaching up the defense. Coach Smith, Coach Mosier did really well getting those guys prepped up in the secondary. They like to chuck the ball, and they have good wide receivers. So overall, I thought we played really well. And hands off the defense, they had a great game plan.
Pretty impressed with the defense, especially that second half. It looked like the adjustment was made and where you was rushing basically 3 most of the time, and yet they were still getting a little pressure back there, and yet the coverage just, was all over the place.
Yeah, no, halftime was a good thing for us. I think it was a big energy boost. It wasn't an intentional onside, like to recover that. We just didn't want to kick it to Higginbotham back there because he's dangerous at 82, and Colin Rudy hustles down and makes a phenomenal play for us, and I think that really lit us in the second half that the defense played out lights out after that.
As we know, momentum's huge in this game, and that offensive line and your running game was just lights out.
Yeah, Tyson did a great job. Gavin rushed a little bit more. Brock Goodrich getting him the ball a little bit. And then, Tyson, I forget about Tyson. How do you forget about Tyson? No, I don't know how many yards or this or that we had. I think Chris has got a clipboard over there that I thought we did really well. We looked a little bit more balanced because we had some big throws there. We didn't look more balanced, but that's okay. We're running the ball and things are going well.
Well, when you consider you do nothing but run, yeah, it is a little more balanced.
I mean, Coach Molinek said the other day we look like we're a team straight out of the 90s. I'm like, thanks. I was born in 94, so he kind of laughed at that one. And yeah, old school football.
Some of the things I like to see, Gavin out of the backfield on that little screen, that was a neat little play too.
Yeah, it was. They executed that really well. We actually, I don't think have ran that since we played them last year. That was something that we had in that we've played a couple years. We actually normally throw it to Rass on the post, but Easton O'Brien was always open in the flat. That Easton, now he's coaching our 6th grade team, he's probably going to give me a hard time because we actually throw it to the flat now instead of the post to Rass. But no, I thought, they executed really well for only putting it in this week and repping it this week, that the kids executed a lot of plays really well.
Well, Coach, congratulations on a big win and the first one in the district, and hopefully there's a lot more down the road.
Yeah, I got to keep it rolling.
Keep it going, sir.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Good interview, Kevin Ferguson with Coach Joe Brummer. Obviously pleased with the way this team performed tonight. Pleased with the start. Atlantic 5-1, and more importantly 1-0 in district play. We're seeing some interesting scores come out of District 6.
Yes, we are.
We just saw Creston leading Harlem by 143-42. Not sure if that's a final. Hey, we're going to get to Perry's Word of the Week. I'm scratching my head on this one. And Lyman Ag brings us this every Friday night. Their goal is your profitability. Your Channel C dealers, Lee Satoff and Jimmy Swanson. Back right after this with Perry's Word of the Week.
When you begin your construction project, you want perfection from the ground up. This is Chris Houghton with Chris Houghton Earth Moving. When it comes to excavation, demolition, drainage, all your earth moving needs for your home, farm, or business, team up with experience, quality, and outstanding service. Chris Houghton Earth Moving has the experienced, knowledgeable employees combined with all the equipment to tackle your projects, large or small, and get the job done right. When you're ready to start digging in the dirt, give me a call. We're Chris Houghton Earth Moving, and we're digging it every day.
This segment of Did You Know by Amy Jo is about hydraulic hoses. Well, guess what? They break. And at the worst times possible, too. Atlantic Egg and Auto can build you a new hydraulic hose most of the time faster than it takes you to even get to town. Now, don't begin a ticket racing to town to see me. Since you're here, you might as well get more hydraulic fluid, shop towels, detailing supplies, and fresh cab to keep those rodents out. Atlantic and Audubon Egg and Auto, your only locally owned CarQuest Auto Parts stores.
At the heart of Channel Seeds are the relationships we build with farmers. Hi, this is Lee Sadoff with Lyman Ag Supply. When you partner with Lyman Ag for your fields, you'll experience our seedsmanship at work. Jim Swanson and I are committed to working with you through year-round customized service. We are committed to your success. It starts with placing products to perform, extends to evaluating crop development throughout the season, and continues well after harvest into planning for next year. Expert advice, customized service, and elite products. We're Lyman Ag Supply, and our goal is your profitability. Give us a call.
And welcome back to Atlantic here at 95.7 FM, our live video stream at westerniowatoday.com. Well, we're going to get to Perry's Word of the Week. Lyman Ag brings us that every Friday night. Their goal is your profitability. Your Channel C dealers, Lee Satoff and Jim Swanson. What's the word?
You take a guess. You thought you knew it.
The trees falling in the forest.
I had it, but I don't remember.
All right. Cody
was busy running the camera.
He was. He was busy a lot tonight.
Football?
The word was toenail.
Oh, toenail. You said it twice.
I got it in there several times.
Oh, okay.
You got it in there a lot.
Somebody gave you that, right? I mean, okay, just how we do that. Okay.
Yes, say tough, you know.
Okay, he feeds the word, and Perry has to put it in a sentence. It was toenail, and we had a third down and toenail and a fourth down and toenail
Couple times.
a few times tonight.
I was hoping you were going to guess chameleon because I pulled that out of my pocket.
Might have been the one I was thinking of.
56-21, the final score here at Trojan Bowl here in Atlantic. Big thanks to all our listeners, all our viewers tonight. We had a good viewership. We appreciate you folks for tuning in, and tune in next week. We'll be at Creston for the Panthers and the Trojans in week number 2 of Class 3A District 6 football. And Creston, last checked, that was still in the fourth quarter, with the Panthers up by a point, 43-42. So
in Harlan.
In Harlan at Merrill Field.
Yeah.
That'll do it for the broadcast. For Kevin Ferguson, Perry Fief, and Cody Weaver, and Michael Sheriff back engineering the board tonight. He has some work to do in the first half. We appreciate him. We got it all done and got it in. And we'll say goodnight from Atlantic. Once again, the final 56-21 Trojans. They're now 5-1 in the season. Have a great weekend. Good night from Atlantic.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids.